Arkansas weather.
We got it plugged in over there.
This
The
is
white
on.
thing.
Yep. The Wi-Fi's on. The green light's on. Power's on. It gives me the connect button. So.
I'm Sally Russell with the forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by In Good Spirits, Fort Smith's premier source for wine, specialty beers, and liquor. Located at 12100 Highway 71 South in Fort Smith. KERX
Hey,
Paris,
Colton.
Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is
Hey, I can't get this thing to
Arkansas
connect.
football begins
I keep
in
hitting local busy on everything I try. It's plugged in. The green light where the internet is plugged in.
We'll turn it off and start it
is
back.
on. Okay.
We're going to turn it off and start it back.
Yeah.
Hey, if you can't do it, call Ty or call Tommy.
All the W's like wins.
broadcasting on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
You can't run from this. I can't let them hide from me tonight.
Okay, it's a little long. I think the flub on that last.
Did not flub at all.
No, it wasn't a flub. It was
There was no flub.
But
It was not a flub.
And Matt Jones, all he does is make big plays.
Said you had very motivational words at halftime.
This loss really affected me. To say it's taking the wind out of my sails is an understatement.
Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios.
Really doesn't care about anything. He's a nihilist.
Oh, that must be nothing.
It's only halftime. Matt Jones, don't be so cool, dude. Get yourself.
Sports talk that doesn't sound like everyone else.
Are you a Leo? Is it go Leo Virgo?
I am a Leo.
With Alyssa Orange, Colton Little, and Razorback legend Matt Jones.
Just go lose it.
Hey, we'll be back after this.
No, we will. Let's take a break.
This is halftime.
Oh, how's it going, everyone? A little troubleshooting this morning to start things off here, but we are at Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Good to be with you on this Friday. Alyssa Orange, Matt Jones here with you on location. So come say hi with us. We're doing a toy drive. Well, I say a toy drive. It's a toy drive, snack drive, toiletry drive for the Ronald McDonald House, which is near and dear to my heart, Matt. And we'll get into that as the show comes. But if you come and say hi to us here at Fayetteville Chevrolet, come bring a donation so we can take it over to the Ronald McDonald House at Washington Regional. But we made it to Friday. We are 15 days away from football season, 2 weeks tomorrow. There's high school football today. There is football over the weekend as well. We're just getting closer and closer.
A Patrick Mahomes Day, a Jeff Hostetler Day, a Joker Day, Carmelo Anthony Day, 15, a great number. Ryan Mallett Day, good job, Colton. And that new car smell. I mean, come on, man. Chevrolets are awesome. Come out here, take a test drive. You'll fall in love. The Chevrolets are pretty cool.
There are a couple of sports cars sitting around us, by the way, Matt. And I said, hey, I'm trying to drive off the lot in that thing. It's a convertible. Matt says he wouldn't be able to fit in it.
Maybe
His
I could,
knees would be up.
if you would promise that you would go at least 80, I could jump over it like Kobe did, and then go,
That's right. That's right. I could do it. Hey, they'll let us practice right here. It's a long.
We got enough landing area right there.
Long strip of concrete to try things out. We'll see. We'll see if they'll let me even sit in it for a photo today. Nonetheless, try to drive it out of here. So good to be with you and excited to be here. A lot has happened. We officially got the news that Arkansas basketball is going to be playing Virginia in the nation's capital in Washington, D.C. on November 8th. That's an exciting game. I've already volunteered as tribute for that.
Nice.
Matt.
Nice.
So my dad lives in downtown D.C. So
that's an area I've never been. Now we played the Redskins one year.
Okay.
We played Baltimore, but they came to Jacksonville. So business trip.
Sure.
But I've never hung out there and went out to eat or done anything in the DC area. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a beautiful area. You know, I grew up in Richmond, just about an hour and a half south. My dad, as I mentioned, lives downtown in the Navy Yard. So he lives with the river on one side, the Potomac on one side, and no joke, across the street, I could throw a baseball off the top of his building into Nat Stadium. That's how close he is to the ballpark, and it's really cool down there. That Navy Yard is where they're going to build the new Washington stadium, the football stadium. there in the next couple of years in 2030. They've got beautiful restaurants, coffee shops, and then, of course, as a history buff, I love all the Smithsonian museums. You got to get to the National Archives if you head that direction. There's some other, also some pier, I think it's called the Wharf area. It's got concert venue, just really cool if you've never been to DC. Worth it. And now Razorback fans have a reason to go over there.
How cool. Yeah, this basketball team's going to be exciting. Anytime Coach Cal's involved, he's the Lane Kiffin of college basketball, except he's won a national championship. But he's the rock star. There's no question about it. He's a winner. He's a great evaluator of talent. Looking forward. I hope that on September 14th, that Monday, we're not already talking basketball. I hope we're still talking football, but because we got plenty of time to talk basketball. But yes, whenever the time comes to do some basketball talk, looking forward to it.
Well, you know, Coach Silverfield was on the Jim Rome show, and one of the things he said was after he got the job and he got hired, the first thing he did, he didn't meet with the team. He went over and he watched one of Cal's practices. Just walked into the basketball gym and wanted to watch a practice. I would too.
Greatness, go. I love when people are good at their job, good at their craft. Yes, glean, pick up whatever you can from what you're seeing. Right. Don't have an ego. Go in there and check it out. Absolutely. I love that.
Yeah, no, I mean, and it's cool because I know that coach is Coach Cal has been over there. He's watched some football practice. He has been so involved with the University of Arkansas and the coaches and building those relationships because he also understands the weight that he carries after everything he's accomplished. He's John Calipari and has been really able to integrate himself into this coaching staff over at the University of Arkansas. Some of the basketball players was at the soccer game yesterday.
Nice.
I saw that. I mean, you're Jordan Smith Jr. You're only going to be here for a year. Not even, probably. You got a couple months on campus before you go and you get ready for the NBA draft. And he's out there. They're going to fraternity houses, playing one-on-one, going to a soccer game. He's trying to get that college experience as best
he better, yep, get it while you can. I don't know the college experience when you have $1 million in your pocket. So but we had $40 in our pocket back in the day, and that was always enough. But yeah, man, enjoy college while you can. I think it's something everybody should experience. And when you're BMOC, then you do what you want and say thank you.
You spent probably a lot of time at the Hyper.
Man, we did. We would play in the Hype in the summertime, and then my sophomore year I didn't play basketball. My freshman and junior year I did, so it was just straight to basketball. But in the summertime, you'd go up there and play in the Hype, and you'd see guys like Jason Peters and Nathan Ball and Dedrick Poole, Teddy Gibson, Brandon Dean. There was, you never knew who you were going to run into getting some run, but that was the spot. Yeah, that you want to go get a workout in the middle of the afternoon, go to the Hype. Yeah. There's going to be people hooping, and there's some decent basketball. Gennaro, I'll never forget playing with Pargo. If you're a Razorback fan and know basketball, you know Gennaro Pargo. And that dude playing against people like that he was just a magician out there. He was so fun.
Yeah, I have heard tons of stories from former athletes, just excited and cool stories from the Hyper over the years. So I knew that was the place to be. Whatever hoop, by the way, that they were, can't remember what fraternity they were at, but whatever a hoop Adu was trying to dunk on was way
It was
small.
like at 9 foot or something.
That was a really small hoop. And I felt bad for this frat kid because he just was getting dunked. I mean, it was like me dunking on my son.
They like it. Those kids, they'll probably put that poster up there in the chow hall or something.
That's right. Hey, again, Arkansas playing Virginia in D.C. on November 8th, so you can mark your calendar for that. That is official. We had known that news for just a little bit, but making it official with a release today on November 8th. So looking forward to that one. I'll be finding my way back to the East Coast. So come and join me, Razorback fans, and I'll show you around the city. I'll take you all the places that are really good to eat. We also have Aaron Torres coming up at 11:15. Excited to join him and catch up with things that are going on around college basketball as well as college football and what he's talking about on his podcast today. We also, as I mentioned, are here at Chevrolet of Fayetteville, so we are going to have some of them come over talk about the deals that they have right now over at Chevrolet of Fayetteville and what they've they've got going on. And as I mentioned, we're here to support the Ronald McDonald House. Come say hello, but we ask to bring a donation, whether that's paper towels, snacks, toiletries, anything at all, something we can bring over to that Ronald McDonald House at Washington Regional Medical Center. Near and dear to my heart, and excited to talk to them around 12:30. It's a great Friday to be here. Thank you for joining us. And always, we ask you.
Hold the phone, Alyssa. I'm really sorry to cut you off, but it does sound like you're about to go to break, and you guys are capital journalists here, but you've both buried the lead here this morning.
Not the lead.
Happy birthday, Alyssa.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
very
happy
welcome.
birthday.
Yeah,
You're
it
very
is. I woke up today, so here's a story for you. So sweet. So 39 years old today, my last year in my 30s. And yesterday, Finn, my son, offered he's going to cook dinner tonight for me. I don't know what that looks like. Might be, turkey cheese sandwich.
That's cool,
but
though.
that's okay. He's going to cook me dinner. And he said he was going to do that last night. Well, I am taking him this weekend up to Kansas City for his birthday because I said you can have a party or you can have a trip, and he wants to go take a trip with one of his buddies. So we're going to Kansas City tomorrow. He wakes up, and within 15 seconds of waking up, he looks at me and goes, "Oh, I cannot wait for this day to be over." Wait, what?
He's excited about tomorrow.
Yes, he's so
Yeah.
excited. And I go, "Wait a second." He was like, "I'm just so ready for tomorrow." And I was like, but what about today? It's my birthday. And he was like, "Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Mom." And I was like, I thought you were cooking me dinner.
That's funny.
So I still might get dinner, though. I don't know. Maybe we'll upgrade to a mac and cheese. I don't know. But it was very, very, very sweet. But, yeah, thank you guys. Very, very happy birthday. And it started off well. Had my morning coffee, took the kids to school. Talk to some friends, and get to hang out with you guys and support a really great cause with the Ronald McDonald House.
Yeah, anytime you can give back, that's a good thing. So come out here, donate. It doesn't matter how little, how much. Just anytime you can give back to the community and to just be a good human.
That's right. Yeah, and you can also donations, monetary donations are great, and meal donations, which we'll get into too, is something that they love over there. Feed those families that are staying at the Ronald McDonald House. As always, we encourage you to download the Hit That Line app powered by Taco Bell. If you haven't already, easy to find. Just open up your app store and download it there, or you can go to hitthatline.com, and that is where you will find the Bud Light Morning Rush podcast, the Eastside Liquor Halftime podcast, and the 479 Equipment Ruskin and Zach podcast. All there for you, the best of our shows here every single day. So make sure to hit that up. And as I always ask you, rate, review, and share with your friends. Halftime rolling on after this.
It's the summer event takeover at Lewis Automotive with sizzling deals and endless adventures. Lewis Automotive, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 80 years and home of the Lewis Guarantee. The Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
You're a cream pie guy?
Oh,
Oatmeal cream pie guy?
Because Tommy knows what he's talking about, Big C.
I'm not an oatmeal cream pie guy. No.
Why don't you look up Urban Dictionary?
I know what I said. I know what I said.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I need to put oatmeal in there. I needed to put oatmeal in there. Strike that from the record.
Weekdays from 9 to 11, only on ESPN 95.3 and hitthatline.com.
Taco Bell's new $3 melty pepper jack steak burrito. Just one taste of the premium grilled steak and new pepper jack sauce, and that kind of lux might go to your head. And for just $3, how could it not? But even as you're enjoying the tender premium steak and cheesy opulence, try not to ask the waiter for a steak knife. Experience the Lutz Value Menu with 10 items, each just $3 or less. Only at Taco Bell. Limited time at participating stores while supplies last. Prices vary. Tax extra.
Get $1,000 in back-to-school relief all month long at Harry Robinson's. Saddle Saw Ford. It's a hard time of the year. The kids going back to school. Air conditioning bill is huge. You need an extra $1,000 right now. You can get it at Harry Robinson.
Yes, definitely, Tommy. And the beautiful part is every customer that walks in this door qualifies for it. You don't have to have a certain credit score. You don't have to be buying a new. You don't have to be buying a used. Every single customer that walks in this door qualifies for this rebate. You can get $1,000 back, or we can take an additional $1,000 off on the vehicle of your purchase. I mean, guys, right now, really really is the time to buy. Money is getting cheap again. We've got new F-150s. You can get 2.9% financing in 84 months right now. And when I say it's the time to buy, it really is the time to buy. And, back to school relief rebate, that's a big thing. You're spending money. Like you said, the AC bill's high. You're buying clothes, your school supplies, everything else. This $1,000, we can write a check back to you and put some money back in your pocket.
Get your $1,000 in back-to-school relief only at Harry Robinson Salisaw Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisaw.
At Dobson Fiber, we're helping you build stronger connections by bringing the fastest internet network available to your business. Why fiber? Fiber internet provides reliable, symmetrical, blazing speeds. Without any interruptions or buffering, you can rely on Dobson for all your data needs. With Dobson Fiber as your premium internet provider, you can focus on the things that matter and the connections you build. To see if fiber is available to you, visit Dobson.net. Dobson Fiber, building stronger connections.
Summer heat is on, but that means fall is not far away. Bow hunters, get into Jelco and check out the new bows, sights, arrows, and releases. Pick up a new back target and get ready for opening day. Saddle equipment and stands are now in stock. The summer sale is still underway with buy one, get one 50% off on select clothing. See the new shipment of local boy and girls clothing that's just arrived. Shop local, shop Jelco Outdoors. Work, fish, hunt, that's what we do. 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
FAC is here at Wheeler Power Sports. The Polaris factory authorized clearance includes big rebates and reduced rate financing with approved credit. Just call or stop in at Wheeler Power Sports in Fort Smith for all the details. Rangers, razors, ATVs, slingshots, we have it all. And we're fully stocked and ready for the fall riding season at Wheeler Power Sports. With over 300 new and over 60 pre-owned vehicles in stock. Wheeler Power Sports, keeping the good times rolling since 1967 in downtown Fort Smith.
Is available only at
There's no option.
They made up their minds and they started packing. They left before the sun came up that day. An exit to eternal summer slacking. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? They drank up here and they got them talking. And now I'm looking for these things to say.
Welcome back into halftime, live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
Welcome back here to halftime. We are live with you at Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Me and Matt Jones hanging out. Colton Little holding it down back in studio and excited to go to our hotline now, joined by Aaron Torres. Aaron, didn't get to talk to you last week, but that was okay. We had a best of show, so it all worked out. How you doing? How's the week been?
Good. I don't know if the public knows where you were, because I said I was going to be away. You told me you were taking a fun trip, so I hope you ate well. Hope you had fun. I know that I got a nice little tan that's already fading. Will definitely fade over the next 2 to 3 months since I'm going to be in front of a TV all day, every day watching games. But it's great to be with you guys. It's great to be with you guys.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we talked all about the food I ate at New Orleans. So they were. I had the best thing I ate was an alligator pie. It was so good. Yeah.
Okay, was it like a dessert pie or was it like a shepherd's pie or what are we talking about?
No, yeah. So like one of those meat pies. So it had like the alligator meat with like a gravy and like some vegetables, and then it was just like deep fried but not oily. It's perfect.
AT, what do you get into? You get into like some unagi? Do you eat alligator? What's are you just kind of basic steak and chicken?
Last time I was in New Orleans, I did have to try alligator. I tried alligator fried bites. they were fine. It wasn't my favorite thing ever. The thing that I just kept going back to was the oysters. I just, I don't even remember the name of the restaurant. I would know it by sight. But I think I went there like 4 straight nights by myself and just ate oysters.
Nice.
By
Good
myself.
for you.
That's all I did. Yes. My mercury levels were through the roof when I came back, but it was all worth
That's
it.
right.
So
The char-grilled oysters at Felix's are worth it.
that might have been
I don't know
it.
what you-
No, I don't know if it was char grilled or raw. I can't remember. Maybe I probably had both, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
By the way, completely unrelated. You wouldn't think this, but I know a great place in Vegas with charbroiled oysters. If either of you ever makes it out, or any of the listeners make it out, feel free to reach out to me because I got a spot for you. If that's your jam. If that's your jam, as the kids say.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Well, so one of the big things we've talked about this week, and I know you talked about it too, is these guys who went to the NFL and now think they have an eligibility year left. So they're coming back and trying to get into the transfer portal. About, I think, 30 minutes ago, the NCAA won at least some kind of stop to that. They were granted this morning an order that reverses that federal judge's decision for the time being that any of those guys could come back in return for that 5th year. It has been chaos. We've had conversations about, is it fair or not? Is it okay or not? Where do you stand with all of this?
No, it's unfortunately, it's the big topic here with week out from at least week 0, obviously 2 weeks from the full slate. My general stance is that I am generally in favor of more talented athletes being in college sports than not. I mean, I love this era that allows, and Matt and I talked about it a lot during like the spring portal and even the fall with football of, a player not having to be a 5th, 6th, 7th round pick in the NFL and they can come back if they want. But I think my general stance is probably the same as everybody else's is I don't think there's any walk of life that's better when there are no enforceable rules in place. And, it feels like we were there yesterday. Now, all of a sudden, the rules are being enforced. And so, what I would say is what today is a win for? Today is really a win for the Dan Hurleys and, I don't think like the Kirby Smart guy, the guys that have been outspoken about, okay, come on, let's not go too crazy here because, again, there's a new wave of guys that we thought was eligible that isn't. Now all it takes is, one reversal, one whatever, one this, one that, that would then make those guys eligible again. But I do think, I do think there is something to, and I think this has been a talking point of, you didn't do your work in April and May. And I'm talking about basketball specifically, but you didn't do your work in April or May. You fell behind, and now you're being rewarded. And, of course, there's the element of the high school players that are being punished as well. So, I get all sides of it. I'm going long, so I'll cut myself off. I get the schools that are taking advantage of it because it gives them a competitive advantage. And I get the coaches that are frustrated because they did their job within the parameters when the real portal was open 2-3 months ago. So it's an interesting time. I hope we get some rules and regulations around all of this. I am not super optimistic that we will, but it certainly is crazy times in the sport that we love.
Rules and regulations with the NCAA? What are you talking about?
About time they have
Well,
a
it's
background.
not really their fault. The thing is, though, it's not their fault. Like, I got some pushback. I got some pushback yesterday, and people were like, blame the NCAA. It's like the NCAA is trying to put rules in place. It's that the lawyers, see a window where, and I'm not a legal scholar. I'm sure we probably have some that are listening right now. I don't understand how all this works, but the NCAA tries to put rules in place. It's just I always say this, is that everyone wants rules until they need the exception, right? So Todd Golden was super outspoken about Charles Bediako, and I appreciated that from him. Well, now he needs a player named Denzel Aberdeen eligible for a 5th year, even though there's really no argument that he should get a 5th year. And so now Todd Golden's willing to go to court. You go on and on down the list. We don't have to name everybody. I'm just using Todd Golden as an example. So, everybody wants to put a blanket blame the NCAA, but they're trying to put rules in place. And in many ways, I actually give them credit because the easiest thing for them to do would just say, all the 2022 guys, girls, whatever, let's just go ahead and give you a blanket waiver. It'll make it a lot less, legally frustrating. but they're kind of drawing the line in the sand and saying we need to stand for something and we need to try to stop some of this. And so whether it'll actually work or not, I actually give them some credit.
Hey, I know you were on the Must Bus a month ago or so, and I see USC. There's 3 West Coast teams, Oregon, USC, and Washington in the top 25. No SEC teams got a first-place vote in the top 25, so it's definitely the bizarro world, it seems like, in football. But I want to ask you about the West Coast school, the Trojans. And I know it's way too early, but you were just around Muss a little bit. The football team or the basketball teams finish higher? Which USC team will finish ranked higher when the season's over?
Well, they both got some pressure to them. Muss hasn't made the tournament each of his first 2 years. It's going to be his best team. I think USC will finish in football with a very nice record. The problem is they finished 9-3 last year, and really the games that they needed to be competitive in, which would have been, in their case, Notre Dame and Oregon, they were not. And now this year, there's no Notre Dame, but the schedule from the Big Ten is very tough this year. Ohio State at home, Oregon at home, Indiana on the road. And so, I think Lincoln Riley's kind of in a very interesting situation in that we know he's making a lot of money, but at the same time, we also understand that, they've given him everything that he needs. They just opened a new facility at USC, and, I don't even think we should be building fancy facilities anymore, but they are over there. He has the #1 recruiting class in football. So, I've seen if they don't make the playoff, he's out. I don't know if I feel like we're quite there yet, but there is a lot of pressure on Lincoln Riley. And so, I would say there's probably more pressure on him, and I would also say, to answer your question directly, Matt, that they probably end up with the better final ranking. I think the big question for him is, can he win the games that he needs to keep the fan base happy, and that I'm dubious on.
Well, I feel like those new facilities might have something to do with the LA Olympics.
Oh, that's right here almost.
Putting some money in 2028. And just like Georgia Tech, you build all those athlete dorms, and then they turn into dorms for the university. Because I know when I talked to some of the organizers in Paris, they were doing – both of them were USC alum, and both of them talked about wanting to make some changes, like putting in a practice facility and warm-up facility by the football field and all these things. So I wonder how much that goes hand in hand.
It's an interesting point. Obviously the Olympics are coming. The thing about LA is so much of the infrastructure is built. 2 Major League Baseball teams. You got the Rose Bowl, the LA Coliseum, where the Rams play SoFi. So much of it is built. I was going to say something else. I forget what I was going to say. But, no, I think there's certainly an element to it. But I also do think that it's something that USC, independent of Lincoln Riley, did kind of fall behind in the last era, where I can tell you there is some institutional arrogance of where USC players should want to come here because of who we are, where most of the SEC, a lot of those other Big Ten schools, in the Midwest were really pouring money back into the programs. I think USC, there was some institutional arrogance. So I think it's probably a combination of all of it. But it is a good point by you. Olympics are coming in 2 years, and I think that probably plays a role as well. Also, sick brag about, I was talking to some people in Paris the other day. Okay, Alyssa, I see you.
You got to watch her. You got to watch her.
I see what's going on.
Dante Moore, best quarterback in college football this year?
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's the best. I don't know if I would necessarily say, he'll go #1 overall in the draft or he'll win the Heisman. But, listen, I do think if he had gone into the NFL draft, and it's a little what we were talking about with all these court orders, Dante Moore is the perfect example of why NIL is awesome, and he would be in an NFL training camp right now if it wasn't for NIL. Now he doesn't have to rush the process. But, yeah, I think he'll be right up there. I think this is Oregon's most complete team kind of this new era since really Chip Kelly got there. I think it's kind of their best chance to win it all. I do think there's some other good quarterbacks. I think to bring it to the SEC, it feels like with Arch got so much better over the course of the last, 4 or 5 games of last season. But people are talking about him like he was, basically, for lack of a better term, he was Dante Moore last year, and that he was awesome for 13 straight games. So Dante Moore is going to be really good. I think Arch is the one to me that's really interesting because we're right back in the cycle of Heisman favorite. He's going to be the number one pick in the draft. He's on all these mock drafts, and it's like, I think he's going to be really good. I just don't know that I think he's going to be quite as good as people are making him out to be. And obviously, if he's not quite as good as people are making him out to be, that might put a cap on Texas, which becomes an interesting conversation in its own right.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, and then we turn around and we had, you look at Oklahoma extending Brett Venables over there yesterday, and I think John Mateer might be a guy that after last year and coming back from that hand injury could surprise some people too.
Great call, Alyssa. You know, it's funny, on our Fox Sports radio show, we had Chris Plank on the other day, a good friend of mine who's the Oklahoma sideline reporter. I said to him, I said, you know, last year Oklahoma was kind of a trendy, buzzy, you know, playoff dark horse. They obviously made the playoff, but it was because of Mateer. Well, he didn't even play well last year because, to your point, Alyssa, you know, he was dealing with a hand injury that he rushed back from. And he really wasn't the same the last, you know, 6 games of the year after he came back from injury. And so it's like, if you get that guy at 100% with the way that they play defense, you know, I think they have a chance. Like, they're just one, and we talked to Chris Plank again about this, like, they're just one that I don't think anyone is talking about. Like, when you talk about the SEC, it's Texas, it's LSU, it's, you know, Ole Miss, what are they going to do? And it just feels like Oklahoma's like, well, wait a second now. Like, we made the playoff last year. Like, we were in position to host a playoff game. We beat Alabama in the regular season. We beat Tennessee in the regular season, and nobody's talking about it. So I think that's a great call by you, Alyssa, and I think it's because of exactly what you said. We know the defense is going to be really good, and I think they probably got about 30 to 40% out of their quarterbacks that I think that they're capable of. Now, they'll still have to run the ball better than they did last year, but I do think that that's a team that it just feels like not enough people are talking about as we're now, you know, I guess what? You know, what are we, about
15.
12 days, or I guess
well,
13 days, from that first Thursday at least.
Yeah, well, we're 15 from Arkansas, but we've got about a week. There are games next week. So
TCU in North
that's right.
Carolina.
Going over to Ireland, all those 0 games.
Yes. So no, they're one that nobody's talking about, and I haven't put out a playoff bracket or anything yet. I probably will on my Fox Sports radio show tomorrow. But they're just one that, like I said, I just don't feel like is getting talked about nearly enough relative to some of these other teams.
All right, question for you before we go. Question of the day. Do you like cake? What's your favorite kind of cake?
I love cake, obviously. I don't know if this counts as a type of cake because there are varieties within this type, but I am an ice cream cake kind of person. So, like, for my birthday last year, they were going to buy me, like, a tiramisu or something, and I was like, I kind of like ice cream cake. And they're like, really? Like, I love ice cream cake. And then we got an ice cream cake, and it was like, this is awesome. Why don't we cake more often? And I was like, thank you. Telling you.
Ice
so
cream cake is underrated.
Again, there are wildly underrated. It's like the Oklahoma football of dessert pastries. So no, you know, and so I would say of the more traditional ones, I love me some carrot cake. I had a big carrot cake phase back in the early 2010s. But yeah, if we're celebrating me, which, you know, it sounds kind of lame, but my mom happened to be in town. Like, I'm too old to be like celebrating my own birthday, but she happened to be in town this summer. She wanted to get me cake, and I said, well, give me an ice cream cake, and everybody enjoyed the ice cream cake. Let me put it to you that way.
Well, here's the deal, Aaron. You're never too old to celebrate your birthday. Another tripper on the side is we're celebrating. It's my birthday today, so we're being bougie.
Oh, Matt, get her some ice cream cake. I don't think that was on the bingo card.
I had a carrot cake phase too. Do y'all have a J. Alexander's out there? I don't know if you've been to one. They're more, you know, East Coast, Midwest.
One in Hoover.
But I would go to J. Alexander's and get like a tawny port, like a 10 or 20-year-old port, and get a carrot cake for dessert. Oh my goodness, it was beautiful.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
I'm
no,
just
I love carrot
which
cake as well.
direction I'm gonna go today.
You got time.
I do. I have tons of time.
It's a beautiful day.
It is. We are early. Hey, always great. Always good to catch up with you. Thanks so much, Aaron.
No problem. Happy birthday. Enjoy the day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cake that
so
Matt has bought you that you don't know about yet.
That's right.
Yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
AT.
There's going to be a big old cake coming around the corner here at Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Aaron Torres joining us.
They're called little people.
Appreciate you. Oh, this day is so glorious already. You know what? Maybe I'll go over to Flyaway Brew. I'm just going to make the rounds on
Right
my
away.
birthday.
I love
That's
it.
right. Going to go to Flyaway Brew Company. Come hang out with me over there. They've got a fantastic lunch menu, plenty of space for private dining or just hanging out with your friends. And, of course, too many TVs to count and a big screen to watch football when the season gets here for Arkansas in 15 days. Great food, fresh beer, all the action. Flyaway Brewing Company in Fayetteville on Zion Road. Make it your next stop.
And a snake did scare the tuna when I was 4. He jumped out at the tuna. That was it with me on snakes.
This is halftime.
At United Federal Credit Union, our checking accounts meet you where you are. Free checking gives you everything you need with no strings attached. Safe Spend lets you set debit card limits for the whole family. And Ultra Checking rewards higher balances. Plus, our digital banking and mobile app let you manage it all in one place. Visit unitedfcu.com/checking to get started. United Federal Credit Union. We get you. Insured by NCUA. Membership subject to eligibility. Free checking with e-documents. A $2.50 fee applies for each paper statement if you are not enrolled in e-documents.
Audi's Q8 TFSI Quattro is a sleek luxury SUV featuring a V6 turbocharged engine. The driving experience of the Audi Q8 Quattro is simply exceptional, and you can win one this month from Saracen Casino Resort and Gossett Audi of Memphis. Play to earn entries for your chance to win one of Germany's quietest riding vehicles, Audi Q8 Quattro from Saracen Casino Resort and Hotel.
Saracen Casino Resort, Vegas, Arkansas style.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
You're listening to Halftime Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort. We're a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, not when you work with Tara Lindbergh and the Lindbergh Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LindberghTeam.com, LIMBIRD.
The Arkansas Department of Transportation reminds you there is zero tolerance for handheld devices in highway construction zones, which are hands-free by law. And always slow down when you see orange barrels. Help us keep road workers and drivers safe. We all want to get home at the end of the day. Just remember, slow down, phone down. It only takes a second to change your life or someone else's. This message from the Arkansas Department of Transportation, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Get state sales tax paid when you trade all this month at Rath Auto Resources. Just bring in your old car and make the switch to any one of our great road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles and get state sales tax paid when you trade. Our road-ready certified vehicles are inspected, reconditioned, and backed by comprehensive. Combine that with our non-commissioned sales team and the nation's best lenders on standby, and you've got an award-winning, hassle-free way to get your next ride. Make the switch to road-ready certified and get state sales tax paid when you trade all this month at Rath Auto Resources. 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
Spring is here, and it's the perfect time to upgrade your home. If your garage door needs repair or you're ready for a new look, call Precision Garage Door. From broken springs and openers to brand new doors, they provide expert service and professional installation. Fully licensed and insured, with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers, and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call 844-PDS-DOOR or visit PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Precision Garage Door, voted the best in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
You will never find a boring old burger at Art's Barbecue and Burgers in Fort Smith. Try the Wild West Burger, topped with a hot link, jalapenos, and Art's hot sauce. The Brisket Burger, with tender brisket and caramelized onions on top of their hand-patted burger. Or the famous Art Attack, with house bacon, smoked ham, an onion ring, and a fried egg. There are 10 different burgers to choose from, and they're all $1 off every Saturday. Art's Barbecue Burgers and more. Rogers Avenue, next to Buddy's in Fort Smith.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Sunday time, Thursday still a cry, but night time's dark as a dead man.
Welcome back into halftime, live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
Welcome back here to halftime. Melissa Orange, Matt Jones, Colt Little with you. We are here at Chevrolet of Fayetteville in the Fayetteville Auto Park. Come and say hello to us, but also bring some donations for the Ronald McDonald House as well. We're collecting donations to bring over there and help out with those families that are staying at the Ronald McDonald House at Washington Regional. Guys, I mentioned how that place is near and dear to my heart. Finn, my son, who will be 9 in 9 days. He was born 9 days after my 30th birthday. And he was born early, though. He was not due till the end of September. He was a shock. My water broke in one of the edit bays at work. Nice. It was about 2:15 in the afternoon. The rest of the sports department was gone down to Little Rock for the Arkansas FAMU game that happened on Thursday. Well, he was early at 35.5, and so right when he was born, I maybe got to hold him for about a minute before he started turning blue, and I had to hand him off. And they took him upstairs to the NICU, and he was in the NICU for a week. And because of that, we stayed at the Ronald McDonald House for the week, and to be able to be there and just go downstairs every 3 hours or so to help him. And he had feeding tubes, so it was really just kind of just making sure he was okay every couple of hours and pumping myself and all those kind of things. It was nice to be able to be there. And I will have to say, ignorance is bliss. I had no idea what the Ronald McDonald House actually did until I needed it. And that's why I think it's so important to bring awareness that there are families, and it doesn't matter. It's not just for families, that are in need or anything like that. It's everybody. It impacts everybody when it comes to kids in the NICU. So they do a great job of hosting families. The facility over there is beautiful. And you're able to donate food, snacks, toiletry items, paper towels, and you can also do meals. We do a meal for Finn on his birthday or around his birthday for the Ronald McDonald House every year. So near and dear to my heart, love that place, and definitely want to raise as much awareness as we can.
Sometimes you don't know until you have to have it, and it was a good thing it was there. Yeah, that you got to live it firsthand experience and get to tell the story, and that's cool. Young people and old people, you got to take care of them. We're all young once, and then if we're lucky, we'll be old. But you gotta. That's just kind of a human right, a human way of life. The young people and the old people, you got to take care of them.
Speaking of old people, it's National Senior Citizens Day, by the way.
See, there you go.
I don't know.
There you go. I got an old spirit. Yeah.
It is National Senior Citizens Day. It's also National Brazilian Blowout Day and National Fantasy Football Draft Day. Maybe some of you guys have fantasy football draft. Do you do that? Do you do fantasy
Charlie
football?
and I, you've met Charlie, I believe.
Dr. Liggett?
So we've done it 3 years. We got fourth, third, and last. But we do a college fantasy football team. So talk about a little bit different. And sometimes you go get a running back from Weber State, or like you don't necessarily want to just get the guy. Whatever your strategy is. But there's teams that you don't know, you don't see. It's not just SEC and Big Ten. It's all it's definitely.
So you mix them out. I mean, I bet back in a few years ago when Ashton Genty was at Boise State.
That guy won it, I think, that year. Who had Ashton Genty? Yeah. And
that's really cool.
And then he had a quarterback at it would have been at North Texas or one of those guys that put up just gaudy numbers,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're I was going to say there's that North Texas quarterback who won the Burlsworth Award, and he
could have been him.
Crazy numbers, but that's kind of cool. What do you do that? I'm intrigued.
But we do have a draft. They've been doing it for 30 years or so. Okay. So I got invited. This would be my 4th year to do it, but it's
that's great.
Yeah, it keeps you going, and we had you kind of see. I think 2 years ago we had the running back from Tennessee that like led the SEC in rushing, so we got lucky. He was our last pick of the draft, so you kind of, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do you do fantasy football, Colton?
I do. I have 2 or 3 leagues that I'm in every single year, and they're pretty fun. This year they decided to ramp up a little bit of the punishments. So I'm usually finish in the top half of my league. I've won one time, so that was really fun. But this year they're making us go to a bar at 11 a.m. that closes at 2 a.m. and you have to stay there. And for every beer that you drink is 30 minutes off of your time. So for a guy like me that 5 beers and I'm on the floor, gonna be a really rough day if I lose. So I have to draft pretty well. But yeah, fantasy football is pretty fun. My wife's now joining my fantasy football league this year, I think. So it'll be fun. And I cannot let her beat me, and I may have to collude in some way in order for that to happen.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I did it for a long time too. I did the TV station league at KNWA, which I get so. Football season is such a blur that I just forgot half the time to put my roster together. But my dad was in one that I joined for a while, and it was cool because to drop guys and pick up guys, it was $3. So you had to be really
50 in our league.
Ooh, to drop an ad?
Yep, $50.
Wow. See, but I kind of love that because it's strategic. Like when I was in this other league and you could just redo your roster every week, I was like, that's not a strategy. Like you got to actual draft with your brain and be smart about it, or it'll cost you some money. And I love that. But I got talked into joining a dynasty league last year.
So you get to like keep 1 or 2 of your guys. Yeah.
I told him, my friend texted me and he goes, "Hey, I'm just looking for one more. You don't know anyone in this, but can you just join?" I was like, "Sure, I'm in." You know it. I got no clue, and I runner up. So he beat me actually in the championship.
Yeah.
But I played the dumb girl card for most of the year, which was kind of fun. These people don't know me.
NBA basketball fantasy on Yahoo years ago. I was really like top 3, top 4, won multiple times. I would Rajon Rondo, Tony Parker. You could get Tony Parker in like the 6th round. Like in the way I. But that was my jam. Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing I've tried once and will never do again is baseball.
I did it one time too. I couldn't keep up. It's a full-time job.
Nope. Can't, especially baseball every day. Pitch. No way.
You'd see there's a pitcher starting in the morning, and then by the time the game gets here, he wouldn't start. And you're like, well, when did that happen? I already checked it at 10 a.m. And of course, yeah.
That's right. Nope. Never again. Never again. That stresses me the heck out. No, thank you. We're going to take a break here at Chevrolet of Fayetteville, but come and say hello to us. We're going to visit with our friends here at Chevrolet of Fayetteville, hear about the deals that they've got going on for you. So make sure to stick around coming up after the break. And as always, want to encourage you to download that app if you haven't. It's the Eastside Liquor Halftime podcast on the Hit That Line app, now powered by Taco Bell. But speaking of Eastside Liquor, get ready for the weekend. If you have something exciting going on and need something from the liquor store, Eastside Liquor is the place to be, and they've got a brand new location at 9410 Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith. So go check out their new beautiful location and their selection over there, and get ready for the weekend. We'll be right back after this.
You're on my good side, but don't confuse kindness with weakness.
This is halftime.
Summer is here and adventure is calling. Visit Southern Tire Mart for a new set of Yokohama tires to get your vehicle ready for summer travels. Southern Tire Mart is your trusted partner for top quality tires, professional services, and competitive pricing. Visit us in Fort Smith at 9700 Highway 271 and let Southern Tire Mart ensure your vehicle is ready for the open road. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
Good morning. This is your Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast mix and match along.
We've got fluffy eggs and sausage on a made-from-scratch biscuit ready, or perhaps biscuit and gravy. Ooh, maybe a sweet cinnamon roll. Wake up and smell that sweet deal. Mix and match any 2 for just $5 for a limited time, only at Hardee's. Don't snooze on the app. Snag juicy deals, order ahead, and get to work on time. Maybe. Exclusive app offers for registered My Rewards members only. Available for limited time at participating restaurants.
Spring is here, and it's the perfect time to upgrade your home. If your garage door needs repair or you're ready for a new look, call Precision Garage Door. From broken springs and openers to brand new doors, they provide expert service and professional installation. Fully licensed and insured, with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers, and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call 844-PDS-DOOR or visit PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Precision Garage Door, voted the best in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Ace has always been the helpful place, and now we're even more helpful by offering instant savings to Ace Rewards members. If you're not a member, just sign up at Medders Lumber Ace Hardware to start saving right at the register. For the month of August, you can get $25 off when you spend $100 on all Milwaukee power tool accessories after instant savings with your Ace Rewards card. Ace, the helpful place. Must be an Ace Rewards member to receive instant savings. Available through the end of the month. See participating stores for details.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages, or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time, every time.
The Crane Automotive Team has 16 locations across Arkansas and is home to the Crane Commitment. You'll find Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Hyundai, Kia, Volkswagen, and access to thousands of pre-owned vehicles. Vehicles for every lifestyle and every budget. Even if you're not in the market for a vehicle, the Crane Team service centers offer the latest in vehicle diagnostic technology and certified technicians to take care of your vehicle and get you back on the road. Check them out at craneteam.com. The Ruskin and Zach studios are driven by the Crane Automotive Team.
Budweiser, the American lager. A time-honored recipe, true to our original process, brewed using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt, delivering great quality beer since 1876. Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Remember 2016? You would know where to be and no worries. It was pure joy. Now, Taco Bell's bringing back the joy of 2016 with 4 favorites. The Naked Chicken Chalupa with all white meat chicken, the Beefy Crunch Burrito, the Mexi Melt, and the Caramel Apple Empanada. All just like you remember. Relive 2016 now at Taco Bell. Limited time at participating stores while supplies last. Prices vary. Tax extra.
The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss.
This is the greatest and best song in the world. Tribute. Long time ago, me and my brother Kyle here, we was hitchhiking down a long and a lonesome road.
Welcome back into halftime, live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
Welcome back here to Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Excited to be here and excited to have Chris Bunch joining us to talk about what you guys are doing. Thanks for letting us be here and hang out and do our donation drive here for the Ronald McDonald House. But the summer's wrapping up, and I know that you guys have a lot going on here.
Yeah, it's super hot. Obviously, hot deals going on to go along with the hot weather. But, yeah, we've got all kinds of stuff going on right now. We've got 0% financing on new Chevy Silverados. We've got a ton of inventory in stock right now. We've got Tahoes, Traverse, Trax, Chevy Silverados, 2500s. You know, we've got something for every budget and lifestyle. Plus, we've got tons of used cars. So
that's right. Well, behind you is this beautiful Chevy. What is it? Camaro? Corvette. That's right. I asked him. It's a convertible. I'm going to try to sit in it, at least take a picture in it. Not very mom friendly, but there's a ton of mom friendly vehicles around here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Which it will hold one car seat.
Yeah. Just one. Just one.
Yeah.
That's true.
But yeah, we've got tons of vehicles, like I said, for every lifestyle. I mean, you got the Chevy Trax.
Yeah.
It starts in the low 20s, and it's, in my opinion, it's probably the best vehicle out there for the money. Probably going to buy my daughter one next year when she turns 16.
Okay.
And then from there, you've got Equinox, you've got the Traverse, 3-row Traverse, the Tahoe, which everybody knows about. It's a fantastic vehicle. Suburban, all the way up to a Suburban, and then we've got every trucks for every lifestyle also. You've got Colorado, the Silverado, 2500, 3500. We've got something for everybody.
Yeah. I know that my aunt and uncle, I think, have driven their Suburban into the ground. Like, they're just going to let it go until it dies. That's how well those cars are made.
Oh, yeah.
Find them over here in the Fayetteville Auto Park, Chevrolet of Fayetteville. And you've had some Razorback clients too. Excited for football season?
Oh yeah. Yeah, very excited about football season. I'm the eternal optimist every year. I don't know if I drink the Kool-Aid, but every year I'm the eternal optimist. I've never been more unsure about this team, especially in the new NIL era. You're talking about roster turnover, almost, 80% of roster turnover from year to year. So it's hard to keep up, but I'm excited about it. I'm excited about Ryan Silverfield and seeing what he can do.
Sure.
And
is it the roster turnover that makes you nervous, or is it just what can you do off a 2-10 year?
Well, I think I saw a thing on YouTube after last season wrapped up, and they said we are the best 2-and team ever, which, we had so many close games.
Yeah.
I mean, you're optimistic that, hey, we could have won 6, 7, 8 games last year. We just didn't do it. But, you lose your starting quarterback, you lose a lot of wide receivers, you lose a lot of your people from last year. I'm excited about KJ Jackson. He's looked good in this very small sample size he's had. But I'm excited about him. I know he was highly recruited when he came out. Running backs I feel good about, but you just look at the rest of the team. You're like, okay, I can research these guys, but I don't know anything about them. They came from different colleges or what have you. So.
Yeah. The media, Matt and I, we try not to get too high or too low. We try to just keep it as objective as we can. But what would get you as a fan excited as we head to break here in that first week against North Alabama with this team?
Just looking good, just executing, not a lot of penalties, not a lot of turnovers. I think that hurt us last year. If you look at some of the ill-timed turnovers, not being able to get off the field on third down.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the exciting part, and it's going to be a different offense. It's kind of not. I watched Memphis one time last year, obviously.
Yeah.
not very good on that side of it, but it's a different offense, so you don't know, what to expect. Is it going to be run and shoot? Is it going to be, ground and pound? What's it going to be? So
yeah, just score points.
Yeah,
just score points.
Score more points. We scored points last year. Just score more points than the other team.
That's right. Hey, that's a lot easier said than done, but they'll try to do it more than 10, at least 2 times this upcoming season. Chris, thanks so much for joining up with you here in the next hour. But come stay with us at Chevrolet of Fayetteville here in the Fayetteville Auto Park.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. For a successful stint in the great outdoors, pack accordingly. Place heavy essentials near your spine for stability in rough terrain, with light items near the bottom. Now, you may be wondering, where does the Bush Light go? In your stomach. Head for the mountains. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2023 Anheuser-Busch Bush Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Up to $6,000 off and 1.9% financing for 60 months or 2.9% for 72 months on new 2026 GMC Sierras at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Get the rebate and low financing on an all-new GMC Sierra. There's one last 2025 GMC Hummer SUT. Save $15,000 off. Hurry before it's gone. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
Are you ready for a career change? In as little as 4 weeks, you can earn your CDL right here in the River Valley. Voted best truck driving school in Arkansas, COP CDL Academy in Van Buren offers hands-on training with experienced instructors who prepare you not only for the test, but the road ahead. With multiple funding options available, getting started may be easier than you think. Your new career starts here. Call 479-632-1050 today, where real training creates real job opportunities.
When it's time to stock the bar, fill the cooler, or grab the perfect bottle, Stop by River Point Wine and Spirits. You'll love our clean, organized store, full of all the best liquor, wine, and beer at the right price. At River Point, we're a family-owned business where customer service is always our priority. So come stock up for game night, date night, or the weekend ahead. Your journey, our spirit. River Point Wine and Spirits, Grand Avenue and I-540.
Looking for quality building materials and service you can count on? Visit Lumber One. Lumber One carries lumber, plywood, drywall, insulation, and roofing. Also, cabinet takeoffs for both kitchen and bath. Their full-line door shop offering exterior and interior doors, windows, and trim. They also provide blueprint takeoffs and estimates. Visit Lumber One at 3335 Industrial Park Road in Van Buren or call 474-4444. Lumber One. Go where the pros go, where service still matters.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, there is a chance of some widely scattered showers across the south early, otherwise increasing sunshine. High today, low 90s north, upper 90s south. Overnight lows will drop down into the low 70s overnight, and then a chance of some showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Forest Grain Incorporated, committed to setting the standard of excellence since 1936.
KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 15 days.
Back and better than ever.
On the line, King, he's going to step up. He's King.
All the W's I've got, like wins. Come on.
Broadcasting on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
They ain't ready for this. You can't run from this. I can't let them hide from me tonight.
Okay, it's a little bit long, and I think flubbed on that last.
Did not flub at all.
No, it wasn't a flub. It was
There was no flub. It was not a flub.
And Matt Jones, all he does is make big plays.
Said you had very motivational words at halftime.
This loss really affected me. To say it's taking the winds out of my sails is an understatement.
Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios.
Really doesn't care about anything. He's a nihilist.
Oh, that must be a God thing. It's only halftime.
Matt Jones, don't be so cool, dude. Get yourself.
Sports talk that doesn't sound like everyone else.
Are you a Leo? Was it go Leo, Virgo?
I am a Leo.
With Alyssa Orange, Colton Little, and Razorback legend Matt Jones.
Just go lose it.
Hey, we'll be back after this.
We will. Let's take a break.
This is halftime.
Welcome in on this Friday. Happy Friday to you all. Alyssa Orange, Matt Jones, and Colton Little with you. We are at Chevrolet of Fayetteville getting ready for the football season. 15 days away from the football season for Arkansas starting. A week from tomorrow, though, there is college football for week 0, and I am ready for it. I'm excited. Come visit us here and come hang out with us, by the way, at Chevrolet of Fayetteville if you're driving around and saying hello. You know, we talk about time and how much time coaches, you know, especially in college football, Matt, you know, what do you think about, I call it the microwave environment we live in now, where, you know, you hire a coach, you bring him in, and you want to give him time, right? Like Ryan Silverfield deserves
3 years
time.
minimum. 3 years minimum.
Yes.
3 full seasons. I think so. I mean, we give our presidents 4 minimum, right? Like you
Right.
get 4, like 3.
right.
Give him some time, and unless it's just an utter Chad Morris, he goes 0-8 back-to-back years, and they're not getting any better. There's disciplinary. I mean, there's things to say. Okay,
There
now
are
it's
signs.
over. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's a guy that. And then you don't know because it is an SEC job, and then all of a sudden it turns into Brett Venables where you're giving him a 6-year extension for $60 million, and you're like, we got to steal. So we don't know what's going to happen. That could be the thing that happens when we're looking up around 2028, 2029, or we're doing the whole thing over again. But we need some stability. We can't. That's Dan Enos was fired in the middle of the season. Coach Pittman was fired in the middle of the season. I don't think people understand how bad it actually is when coaches are fired in the middle of the season. It's worse than whatever
cut
they're
the
saying.
whole defensive
That's
staff?
that's what I mean. Whatever they're saying to the media and whatever they're looking like, it's 1,000 times worse when a coach gets fired in the middle of the season. Let's have a little more stability. Let's get things going in the right direction. You don't build Rome in one night. Indiana didn't win the championship in his first year, but there were signs there. And I'm not saying we're going to do what Indiana did, and that kind of makes it harder on everybody else because then people expect that. But no, give him time. Let him do his thing. I think we got a good one. I don't, I think Coach Silverfield's going to ride the ship and get this program going in the right direction. And the truth is, Arkansas is ready for a revolution. It's been so bleak. It's been so bad. It's been a little glimmer of hope, like 1 year here, but it's really been bleak. I think we're ready for a revolution, and I think he did right by repairing all the relationships or what he could with the in-state coaches and the in-state kids. There's some good Arkansas football talent, and if kids are good enough in the state of Arkansas to play Division I football, they need to be playing up on the hill.
I love that mentality, and I love that comparison that you made. But you talk about Kurt Cignetti and almost that fans want results so fast, and then he goes out and gives Indiana those results so fast.
But he had Mark Cuban, though. We got to have – who's our Mark Cuban? Who's going to go out and get the right guy? You can identify guys, but you got to –
NIL. That's right. It never happened before NIL. So I laugh at that because, then people write articles that are, the top 10 first-year coaches with the most pressure, right? So you have James Franklin at Virginia Tech, and I think Lane Kiffin is on this list at LSU, Billy Napier at JMU, Matt Campbell at Penn State, John Summerall at Florida, Eric Morris, Oklahoma State, Pete Golding at Ole Miss. I mean, how much pressure truly is there? And we talk about Lane Kiffin at number one. And there is pressure on Lane Kiffin. No questions asked. You have a $40 million roster, everything that has happened. It's LSU. You can't win at LSU with what you have. When are you going to win at LSU with what you have? But is that too much pressure? Is pressure a bad thing?
Well, not necessarily. There's pressure, I think, at every SEC job, every big-time job. Whenever you're making millions of dollars and you're the focus point and you're the leader of 80 young men, there's pressure on you to make the right decision all the time. The one that I would say the most pressure on is the Ole Miss coach. You got the best quarterback considered in the SEC, or what did he have, like 26 touchdowns and 3 interceptions? So are we going to continue that there? I think Lane Kiffin's going to do a Kirby Smart type of thing where he'll win 2 championships in 4 years. Like there's something I don't know if it's back to back or what he's going to do, but it's too much talent. He's too smart. Everything that he's been through, being one of the youngest coaches ever in the NFL at Oakland, USC, Tennessee, everything. His journey, I think, has led him to LSU and for greatness. And I think Lane Kiffin and LSU, I would not be surprised if by the year 2030 you're looking up and LSU's won 2 national championships.
Yeah, well, that's what they want down in the Bayou. I always am so intrigued and curious about that kind of pressure when really you're about to be judged by what you do for the next 12 weeks. And if it goes well,
you got to get a little lucky.
That's right.
But there's no doubt LSU has so much talent. And you were talking about week 0, and we're all kind of, you're North Carolina, TCU, but that game that's Clemson and LSU, that's the game, man. That's the game that I think everybody circled, everybody wants to see. That's 6:30. That's the primetime game. LSU is 10-point favorites. That's going to be so interesting to see how that goes down. And Clemson, say what you want, but Clemson's, you don't know. Clemson could be right back in it. They're going to be tough. They're going to be well coached. They're going to be disciplined. They'll have a plan. In that first game, the first 2 or 3 games, you're really not in football shape yet. You make some bonehead plays. You have some mental errors. You kind of you really are refining who you are and making your identity in those first 3 games. So there's going to be some upsets. That's the beauty of college football. But that one I'll definitely have my eyes on.
Another game to look at that second week too. Ole Miss and Louisville. Ooh. I mean, a lot of people have also talked about
Louisville's 25-ish, yeah.
That's right, Texas and Ohio State. You've got Ole Miss and Louisville. You come out after everything that was talked about in the offseason with Ole Miss and Pete Golding and the things that Golding said at SEC Media Days, and then, what do they do in Oxford if you lose week 1? What do they do in Baton Rouge if they lose? Like, what do they do in Austin if they lose? I mean, there's so much hinging on that first week for teams around the SEC, except for Arkansas.
Camp is so important. I think back to Coach Pittman's years here and how different the season could have been with some of those early season losses. You talk about going into Stillwater and having an Oklahoma State team down 3 touchdowns at halftime. You go to BYU and beat them, then the next year they come to your place and beat you, and you have 3 offensive linemen going up with cramps in the fourth. It's like you weren't ready because you didn't have a hard enough camp. You got the first game matters just as much as game 12. And so you got to have a tough camp. You got to be physical. You got to be in shape. You got to make it tough because there's no simulation for practice. Whatever you do, it's still not the same as the game because you're butterflies, you're nervous, everything that goes into it, your adrenaline. There's 70,000 people. There's not 70,000 people watching practice, so all that stuff goes into it, and you get spent a little bit faster. And so you have to have depth. You have to have people come by and help out. And I know you're a soccer fan, and a lot of times people score goals in the last 20 minutes because they get tired and they make a mistake. It's not a moment of brilliance. It's somebody made a mistake, a mental error, and then somebody capitalizes. And you'll see that a lot happen in the first couple weeks of the college football season.
I love that you say that, and that's on college football, but I think you can take that. I mean, I saw that firsthand yesterday, Matt, on the high school level. After our show, I went out to a local high school here, and I needed to do some interviews. And I was waiting for practice to end. And this is a team that opened up the year last year, could have won and beat. I can say it's Bentonville West. So I was at Bentonville West. They opened up last year at Greenwood, and quite frankly, should have won that game and broken Greenwood's win streak. And there was one call, and then there was a holding call. They could have won at the end of the game. You just needed a touchdown. The offense needed one play, you win that game. The defense needed one stop, and you win that game. And as they were doing their end of the game practice conditioning, that is what the strength coach kept saying, because he took that personal. It's one play. I know you're tired. I know it's hot, but it's when you're tired and when you're hot, when you lose that game against Greenwood, when you could have had one play, when you could have done one thing better. And
discipline,
we won that
accountability.
Game. That's right. I saw that firsthand yesterday on the high school level.
That's awesome, man. Some of the high school coaches, some of those guys are making a lot of money, but some of those guys aren't. So yeah, both my parents being teachers, my dad being a coach, and understanding what goes into building a staff and role models for these kids. It's you're teaching them a lot, and a lot of people come up to me still, and they don't want to talk about me and my football career. They want to talk about what my dad meant to them as being their coach, and I see it all the time. People come up and talk to me about my pops and how he was the best coach they ever had. So I got a soft spot in my heart for high school coaches.
Yeah, it was cool to see, and I love that you brought that up because that is absolutely right. Hey, let's hit the hotline now. I know that Charlie has been waiting. Happy Friday, Charlie. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Alyssa, have you ever had a chance to interview Coach James? Coach Buck James?
Buck James? Yes, I was able to talk to Coach James last year. Wonderful. I know he coached you said, in Camden.
He did. Man, I just wonder. Yeah, I know what you saw there. I'm telling you, he's a different animal on that field. But
it's an interview setting, so he was polite and courteous, right?
Of course.
Yeah, I mean he's
great.
been coaching and having success in this state for a really long time for a reason.
Exactly, and it's all touching on what Matt is talking about there. He's talking about camp and stuff. Guys, when I played, and that was still a time period where we had 2-a-days, we practice in these elements. I'm sitting outside right now. It's whatever it is degrees, but we practice in this stuff. And, Coach was so hard on us about not just, Matt, I'm sure you were probably taught this too, making sure you're hydrated before practice. And I don't know, maybe, Matt, you could probably explain this better, but for linemen, it's probably even harder, right? I don't know how much you're supposed to take in before. I know those guys, and we ran to every drill. Anybody started walking, grab them, and that whistle would start blowing. It didn't matter if it was 100 degrees. I know that, I may make him sound like he was, a bit hard on us, but man, that's what made us better. And when we got to those games early in the season and it was hot, you still had the nerves and stuff like you're talking about, Matt, but the conditions, we were fine. we were in better shape than any team we played early in the season, I can promise you. And once you got in that fourth quarter, as you're talking about, there was never a time that we ever felt like that any team outworked us. That's why we won so many games. Now, we lost 2 state championships back-to-back my junior and senior year, and that's on us, especially my senior year, being up 2 touchdowns against Greenwood with 5 or so minutes left. I think that was on us as the players. That's the way I look at that. We blew that game for Coach. But I'm just saying that there was never, ever a time that – and you couldn't even say that word, Matt. You couldn't say hot. And then cold? Are you kidding me? Don't you ever say that word, Alyssa, if it's cold. Like, we couldn't say it because he would turn the sprinklers on during the wedding. We said that one time. But that's what makes him so great. And I think, I don't know how far they can go with some of that nowadays and how hard you can push kids because parents are more involved and stuff like that. But, I mean, I guess when you get to college,
get after him, I think.
Got to.
Get after him.
Yeah. You got to. And I think when you're on, especially once you get up to, because Bentonville, they're 7A, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you gotta. I mean, yeah, that's the highest level. Anyways, but I want y'all to shoot your prayers up down here for South Florida. So we got a fire going on. Not south, but not near. It's kind of about. It's down in southeast Arkansas. I don't know if y'all seen it, but so it's tough down here. But I'm sitting outside. I mean, I'm probably 50 or so miles away, but I can still smell it. So anyway, yeah. But it's tough out there. Don't everybody be safe. It's so hot outside.
Happy
Y'all have
Friday,
a good one.
Tuna. Hydrate.
Yeah, happy Friday, Charlie. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah, hopefully that gets under control sooner rather than later. And it is dry. You know, I thought for a hot second we might get a little bit of rain. We didn't. We need the rain. The retaining ponds are starting to empty by the house. So I know everybody's kind of in a drought right now, but he's right. You know, Buck James has been around a real long time. I'm sure you played against him at some point.
I think he was at El Dorado maybe when I played.
And,
yeah, I
at Conway now.
Maybe Conway, yeah.
Conway has an opportunity this year. They're talented. They had an opportunity last year and fell a little short. It's all about in the 7A right now who's knocking off Bryant. But Conway's got a good team down there led by Buck James, who just went into the Arkansas Sports Hall of Fame as well. So thank you, Charlie, for the call. We appreciate you always. Hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe down there. Hey, speaking of the weekend, if you're looking for a place to go, well, I've got one for you. How about Joe's Grill in Cantina? They have got you in the best Tex-Mex around. So go down there, get yourself some salsa, some queso chips, and you know what? I'm feeling some fajitas today. On this Friday, they will make your experience one you won't forget. Some great Tex-Mex and even better service at Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps.
It's the summer event takeover at Lewis Automotive with sizzling deals and endless adventures. Lewis Automotive, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 80 years and home of the Lewis Guarantee.
Hey, Fort Smith, have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the Booyah One Knocker or the Bandit 100, to name only a few. And have it custom autographed just the way you want it. It's fun, it's personal, and it's only at the brand new Bass Pro outpost. Swing by today and make your own custom lure.
Summer heat is on, but that means fall is not far away. Bow hunters, get into Jelco and check out the new bows, sights, arrows, and releases. Pick up a new back target and get ready for opening day. Saddle equipment and stands are now in stock. The summer sale is still underway with buy one, get one 50% off on select clothing. See the new shipment of local boy and girls clothing that's just arrived. Shop local, shop Jelco Outdoors. Work, fish, hunt. That's what we do. 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith.
For 250 years, America has been about freedom. The freedom to explore, to roam, and discover what's next. At Crabtree RV Center, that spirit goes back to 1950. Today, that spirit lives on with a team that puts customers first, no pressure, just honest help and real value. And right now, you'll find incredible pricing on new and pre-owned RVs, making freedom more affordable than ever. Crabtree RV Center, making your family's dreams come true for over 75 years.
Instant fun every day, that's a win. The chance at a life-changing jackpot? Win! Creating scholarships for Arkansas students? That's the biggest win of all. When you play the lottery, it's a win-win-win for Arkansas. So far, the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery has raised over $1.6 billion to fund more than 873,000 scholarships. Keep playing and win winning, Arkansas. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Hi, I'm Kelly Smith, owner of Dixie Digital Imaging. The future of office printing is here with Xerox's Connect Key technology and cloud connectivity. Xerox offers seamless integration, top-notch security, and unmatched efficiency to help your business stay ahead. Don't miss out. Call us today at 783-6600 and ask about our special offer for a free Xerox color printer with many Xerox models. Dixie Digital Imaging, leading the way in office technology.
Looking for quality building materials and service you can count on? Visit Lumber One. Lumber One carries lumber, plywood, drywall, insulation, and roofing. Also, cabinet takeoffs for both kitchen and bath. Their full-line door shop offering exterior and interior doors, windows, and trim. They also provide blueprint takeoffs and estimates. Visit Lumber One at 3335 Industrial Park Road in Van Buren or call 474-4444. Lumber One. Go where the pros go, where service still matters.
Back to school relief at Harry Robinson, Saddlesall Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Saddlesall. This rebate check is good on both new Fords and pre-owned vehicles, and a great selection and a great time to buy a brand new Ford because not only do you get the rebate, but you get the factory incentives and the low financing.
Yes, and that's a big deal, Tommy. I mean, you're talking about 2.9% financing at 72 months and at 84 months. That saves you thousands and thousands of dollars just when you're financing. It gets you a cheaper payment, puts you in a better equity position. Guys, right now really is the time to buy. And our pre-owned, me and you've been doing this together for what, 8 years now, 9 years? Guys, this is the most inventory that I've had on this lot in the last 5 years. So it doesn't matter what you're looking for, car, truck, van, or SUV. Come and ask for me at Harry Robinson, Saddlesall Ford. This is where you're going to find your best deal.
And find out about 2.9% financing for 72 or 84 months with approved credit on all 26 Ford F-150s. Harry Robinson, Saddlesall Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Saddlesall. Online at harryrobinson.com.
The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss.
She didn't care, but anyway, I told her we'd still be friends, and she didn't care, but anyway. So last week want to go, but she wanted home, but anyway, I think I'll spend my life, Lord, I really don't care right now. But anyway, the state of affairs and the state of emotion, the kind of thing that you must understand. I'll tell you one thing, you tell me another, we walk away, maybe then shake hands.
Welcome back into halftime, live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
Here to halftime. Good to be with you at Chevrolet of Fayetteville. We've told you we've been here all day, so come and say hello. We are also collecting donations for the Ronald McDonald House at Mercy and at Washington Regional. I'm talking snacks, paper towels, toiletry items, anything for the families who stay at the Ronald McDonald House while they have babies in the NICU. And I know very much how valuable that is. We have Jacqueline joining us, and she is the missions director.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Of the Ronald McDonald House here in Northwest Arkansas. Thanks for joining us. So happy to be able to contribute whatever we can, and our listeners to contribute whatever we can. But tell them exactly where those donations fill a need.
Sure. So Ronald McDonald House has two programs here in Northwest Arkansas, like you said, one at Washington Regional in Fayetteville and one at Mercy Northwest in Rogers. And just like your home, we have a home full of families that we need to feed breakfast, lunch, and dinner and all the snacks in between. And so when you donate, you provide those snacks and that food to feed families for free. You're also taking financial burden off of families. Most of us know as human beings that when we have a hospital visit or a hospital stay, there's a lot of financial burden that comes with that. So you remove that when you donate to Ronald McDonald to allow us to feed families. You also provide toiletries, you're providing toilet paper, you're providing laundry. Our average night stay is about 12 nights for families, but we have families that stay 150 nights. And so we have laundry rooms in both of our locations. So you provide laundry detergent, you're allowing families the opportunity to wash their clothes and kind of what you were saying earlier, feel like a whole human being again. And that's huge and very, very important.
A lot of people don't even know exactly what the Ronald McDonald House does, and you kind of said that a little bit there, but providing a space for families to stay. And you don't know you need it till you need it kind of thing. And so it's always one of those things where it's never going to be too many donations in whatever form people want to donate it.
That's exactly right. And so we have families that utilize this in two different ways. So we have overnight. We have in our house, we have 6 suites, and then in our family room, we have 4. So families can get a bedroom with all the things that they need. And they're steps away from their child who's in the NICU. Or families can use us by day use. So that means they just come up and they get a cup of coffee, or they get a meal, or they get a moment. I've seen multiple mamas that come up and they just take a minute, they put their AirPods in, and they just have a snack and have a moment in between their feedings, in between their skin to skin, and all the checks that you have to do in order for your kiddo to graduate from the NICU and go home.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there 7 days, so luckily we were below average.
Yeah.
But I understand exactly how convenient and how wonderful it is. And as you talk about donations, we can donate here with something tangible, obviously financially as well.
Yes, ma'am.
But we as a family, we do a meal donation, and so we sign up and we donate a meal once a year around Finn's birthday, and that's another way that people can give.
That's huge. So this is like kind of my heart. I love this program so much because cooking for me is love. I love to cook, and for me, when I cook for someone, that's me saying I love you. And so for our programs, that's huge, and it's such an opportunity for the community to come in and cook a meal. You're providing normalcy to a moment in someone's life where things don't feel normal. They come into the house and they smell your wonderful food cooking, and then you get to feed them. And that's huge. And I like to point out too that here in our programs here in Northwest Arkansas, we serve primarily NICU families. And so when you feed mom, you're by extension feeding baby too, which is absolutely huge. So Meals from the Heart is that program, and we have nights available for you to sign up and cook dinners for families.
Yeah, that's right. You can go to their website. Tell everyone what that is real fast.
So Ronald McDonald House, arnla.org is our website, and you can sign up there. You can also get a wish list there from us. We have Amazon wish lists and Walmart wish lists. If you are like me and a very busy mom and you don't have time to go run to the store, we've got it set up to make it so easy for you to get on Walmart, add those items, and ship them directly to us. So we try to make things as seamless as possible to take care of our families.
Yeah, the open calendar, you can sign up months in advance
Yes.
or just see, hey, maybe they need an opening this week, and you can go and check that out. And as you mentioned, you have about 6 or so families that you feed.
So we tell people in the Washington regional location, it's about 30 families.
Yeah.
So with our 6 and then our day use combined, it's about 30 people we feed every single night.
That's right.
And then in the Mercy location, we tell folks about 15 people.
That's right. That's right. And so, look, I will tell you too, there have been years where I don't have time to cook and I've brought in some pizzas.
That's right.
You know, so it does not have to be a gourmet meal.
That's right.
It is food and it is
Yeah.
nourishment. It matters. What was it about
matters.
the Ronald McDonald House that that made you want to get involved and be a part of it?
I absolutely love children. It's been a passion throughout my entire career, but I love the concept, the grassroots concept of Ronald McDonald House. So how it started was actually a pediatric oncologist noticed that families were staying and sleeping in the lobbies and the cars of her hospital she was working in. And so she started having conversations about how do we take care of these families, because they couldn't afford hotel stays. They couldn't afford, but their kids were right there and they wanted to be close. And that is how Ronald McDonald House got started. And it's global, which is so cool to me. And we look different in every single place that you go to. And I love that idea too, is that the way we design our Ronald McDonald House programs is we want to mirror the communities that we serve. So if you look us up, we're different all across the globe, but the mission and the concept is the same. We want to keep families close. And the other big part of this is by keeping families close, we have better health outcomes. We know that children do better and their health outcomes are better because we're able to keep those families next to each other.
Well, go take a tour if you haven't been to the one at Washington Regional. It's beautiful. It's about 10 years old. Is that correct?
Yes, we will actually be celebrating 10 years in December, and we'd love for everyone to come out and join us. It's huge. That's a great milestone.
Yeah. I remember it being like brandish new.
Yes,
'cause
yes.
My son turns 9. It's always my marker. Ben turns 9 at the end of the month, and so where were things at that point? And then also at Mercy. So please go donate. Please go to the website. Hey, if you go to McDonald's because your kid likes chicken nuggets like me, put the change in the. I promise it really does go to you guys.
Thank you so much for saying that.
I always tell them to just put my change there.
It's huge. Well, and this is a small way you can help us because oftentimes I hear from people like, I don't know where those donations go. I'll go ahead and set the record straight. If you go to McDonald's in Northwest Arkansas and you round up, that goes directly to the Northwest Arkansas programs. Please round up. It's so easy.
Yep.
It all adds up.
Yep. Put the change in the bucket. Jacqueline, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you
It was
for
great
having me.
to catch up with you and share the story. So we appreciate you. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Thanks.
Thanks so much. Here at halftime at Chevrolet at Fayetteville. Okay. Hopefully you're inspired. And bring us some donations. We would love that. But again, you can give back in so many different ways there, and we would really love and appreciate if you did that for our friends at the Ronald McDonald House. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. We appreciate you. Also want to let you know too that if you are looking for somewhere to go for dinner, how about Fish City Grill up in Rogers? They have their August specials going on right now. You've got a couple more days of the month to try things like the maple chipotle seared halibut, fried or blackened cod as well, or even some beer battered cod tacos. Their menu is delicious no matter what you order up there at Fish City Grill. It is going to be one of the best meals of the week. They're friendly folks, serious seafood, Fish City Grill, 2003 South Bellevue Road in Rogers, Arkansas.
My head hurts. That's your brain trying to comprehend its own stupidity.
This is halftime.
Attention Arkansas homeowners, are you dreading a lengthy, expensive bathroom remodel? With Bath Makeover of Arkansas, you can have your dream bathroom in as little as one day. American-made baths, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs. Revolutionary laser-etched shower walls that will never chip, crack, peel, discolor, or fade. Plus, with Bath Makeover's Price Lock Guarantee, schedule your free design consultation now, and we'll lock your price in for 1 year. Bath Makeover of Arkansas is also proud to be an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of a new bath or shower with 60-month financing options, senior and military discounts, plus receive a $60 Visa gift card with purchase, and call Bath Makeover at 1-800-NEW-BATH for a bonus $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
You're listening to Halftime Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
Back to school relief means an extra $1,000 off. A check back to you or $1,000 off the deal right now at Harry Robinson Saddle-Saw Ford. The lot is full. I could barely get on the lot. You have so many cars. That means you need to move some metal.
Yes, definitely. I mean, Tommy, look, I mean, you came in here. We're busy right now. We've got a ton of customers on the showroom floor. I think we've sold 3 or 4 already today. I mean, guys, we've got the inventory to choose from. It doesn't matter what you're looking for, a work truck, a diesel, a half ton, a smaller truck. You're looking for a truck less than 20 grand. You're looking for an SUV. You're looking for a van. It doesn't matter. We've got it here at Harry Robinson Saddle-Saw Ford. I mean, guys, on new vehicles right now, new F-150s, you can get 2.9% financing at 72 and 84 months and still get the incentives and discounts. Guys, on our pre-owned inventory, this is the most inventory that I've had in the last 4 to 5 years. So when I say now is the time to buy, it really is. Money's cheaper. Interest rates are down. Back to school relief rebate, you get $1,000 back in your pocket. Now is the time.
Harry Robinson Saddle-Saw Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Saddle-Saw.
Hey, Fort Smith, have you seen seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the Booyah One Knocker or the Bandit 100, to name only a few. And have it custom autographed just the way you want it. It's fun, it's personal, and it's only at the brand new Bass Pro Outpost. Swing by today and make your own custom lure.
Looking for quality building materials and service you can count on? Visit Lumber One. Lumber One carries lumber, plywood, drywall, insulation, and roofing. Also, cabinet takeoffs for both kitchen and bath. Their full-line door shop offering exterior and interior doors, windows, and trim. They also provide blueprint takeoffs and estimates. Visit Lumber One at 3335 Industrial Park Road in Van Buren or call 474-4444. Lumber One. Go where the pros go, where service still matters.
Summer is here and adventure is calling. Visit Southern Tire Mart for a new set of Yokohama tires to get your vehicle ready for summer travels. Southern Tire Mart is your trusted partner for top quality tires, professional services, and competitive pricing. Visit us in Fort Smith at 9700 Highway 271 and let Southern Tire Mart ensure your vehicle is ready for the open road. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling. Join us Thursday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Hardee's, 2720 Rogers Avenue. Enjoy endless fries and download the Hardee's app to spin the wheel for great prizes, including an autographed poster of Bubba Wallace. Join the morning rush this Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. at Hardee's at 1820 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. Enjoy a sausage biscuit for just $1.49. The offer is good from 6 to 11 a.m. and available at both Fort Smith and Sallisaw Hardee's locations. All brought to you by Hardee's, ESPN Arkansas, and hitthatline.com.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
There's some great ideas on my blue ceiling. Hallelujah. Looks like dreaming, but it feels like that. I guess do whatever moves you. If you're out in a nightmare, you can go home. Come by, 'cause you can't be alone. On the phone.
Back into halftime, live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
All right, man. Moving right along here on this beautiful Friday. Happy birthday, Alyssa. We're out here at Chevrolet in Fayetteville. Come check us out. There's a Stingray Corvette that, it's so close it could sting me. Get out to Bath Makeover of Arkansas. They have the coolest thing going on right now. It's a 60-60-60 sale. That's right. They're practically giving them away. 60% off installation of a new bathtub or shower. 60-month financing options. Also, senior and military discounts available. You can receive a $60 Visa gift card with a bathtub or shower purchase and free $50 Walmart gift card with the in-home estimate. They are a local Arkansas business installing American-made bathtub, showers, and walk-in tubs. The state's largest bathroom remodeler, an official sponsor of Razorback Athletics. Expert installation in as little as 1 day. Lifetime product warranty, 5-year workmanship warranty. 3 showrooms across the state. Check them out in Little Rock, Harrison, El Dorado. Give them a call, 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEW-BATH.
And I can vouch for that walk-in.
Huge.
Huge.
Bigger than the Stingray.
It is
Yeah,
massive.
you can put that Stingray in the walk-in tub.
You could.
Yeah.
It also has red light. So you can get some red light therapy done in there, take you a bath. Don't fall asleep. Be safe. But you know what else they told me over there when we were there? It has a drink holder attachment. So yes, Matt, I could buy the drink holder attachment
Read
and
you a
attach my
book,
little
little
wine
rose.
glass. That's right.
Man, little
Man,
Epsom
that's
salt.
right.
47 minutes later. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
love it.
know. I know. They'll spoil you. That walk-in tub will spoil you. Welcome back here to halftime. Good to be with you. Great conversation we had with Jacqueline from the Ronald McDonald House. And speaking of, I know Pinto called and wanted to share a story. So we'll get straight to our hotline here. Pinto, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. Now, Alyssa, I think it's wonderful you're bringing attention to the Ronald McDonald House.
Well,
My,
thank you. I have to
my,
say thank you to ESPN Arkansas for letting us have the platform for sure.
it's awesome. My daughter, back in January, had a 28-weeker and spent a month. And Mrs. Pinto stayed with our daughter a month at the Ronald McDonald House. And I got to go visit, obviously. When you walk in that place, if you're not aware, I know you've all heard of Ronald McDonald House ever since, you can remember. When you walk in up here, Washington Regional, it'll blow your socks off. It's unbelievable the amenities that they have, the common areas for your family to hang out and bring kids, the drawers that are stuffed full of snacks, the refrigerators that have prepared meals and drinks, and lockers for you to bring your own food and stash it in different places. It's just one of the most wonderful places for families that need that, and I'm really glad you're bringing attention to it.
Yeah, well, thank you. It definitely is worth it. It's funny you say all that. One thing too we were talking about off air was how much I slept so well. And they have a global partnership with Tempur-Pedic Mattress. I joked with Jacqueline that after we were done and Finn was able to go home, we checked the mattress to see what kind it was so that it was that comfortable. I mean, that is how much they take care of you over there.
Oh yeah, it's really a great thing. And then obviously the donations are very important. Different organizations bring meals. Sign up for meals for the day, for the night, and I don't know what else anybody could ask for when they have a child that has to stay at the hospital, and for a family, a mother, a father. My daughter was pumping breast milk, and yes, boys, men, fathers, grandfathers, we can talk about our daughters pumping breast milk, and it's an ordeal. So my Mrs. Pinto stayed with our daughter because that you're pumping that milk every so often, and then the baby's coming into the room every so often. It's a 24-hour operation that goes on up there, and if it wasn't for that, and I know, what did you say? Your baby was there for a week.
Only 7 days. Yeah, he just had some sticky lungs. Had to kind of strengthen those lungs a little bit.
Yeah,
for him to be able
but
to
the
go home.
comfort of knowing that the doctors are there 24/7, and the nurses and the staff that help in the NICU, and you didn't have to drive home and then get up and drive back. And it's just, and the meals provided. You couldn't donate to a better cause. I'll just say that.
That's right. Well, thank you for sharing your
You
story. I
bet.
appreciate it. And again, I know a lot of people have been able to utilize that great resource over there at the Ronald McDonald House. Really, the one here at Washington Regional at Mercy. There's one in Little Rock as well. They're all over the country and really all over the globe. So thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Really cool. Cool. Share your story. Call us 877-377-6963. Just great people. Can't say enough about it, like you said. But really excited that we're able to do this today here at Chevrolet Fayetteville. So bring some donations. Come hang out with us. But we will talk some sports. Here's the deal, Matt. Talking a little soccer. I said the basketball team went out and supported soccer. Big game yesterday against North Carolina, the number 7 team, I believe, in the country. And Arkansas still looking for a win. Unfortunately, shut out last night against UNC. And really, I think right now the soccer team is just trying to get things going. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to break through. They're good. They're talented. They're going to be battle tested like they have been very early. But you got to see some, like Brett Dolan was saying yesterday, you got to see some goals go through the net.
Yeah, keeping a clean sheet can help you win. That's kind of the first rule when it comes to soccer. Possession of the ball is something. It's true in all the sports. Coach Nutt used to stress that if you have the ball, the other team can't score. Same thing in soccer, and it's then you have to work together as a team just as much as anything. So when one person moves, everybody has to move to try to get the ball back. Understanding when to run. Yeah, soccer is a beautiful game. There's just Arkansas women's soccer's had so much success over the last decade. I think they'll be fine. It's kind of like Coach Cal, what he did last year. You played some really good teams, and I want to say we went 3-3 against those 6 teams that were like the best non-conference teams. Or you're not going to beat them all, but you're learning from it. And when you lose, sometimes you learn more than when you win, because when you win, you think, hey, well, we still were able to win, because that's the ultimate goal. So nothing wrong with taking a couple L's early on, as long as you learn from it, grow from it, get better from it. And one thing coaches do not like is making the same mistake over and over and over again. So whatever mistakes you made, you study up and you remedy it, and you don't make those mistakes over, and they'll be successful. I'm with you. I don't know what they'll do this year, but I think they'll bounce back and be okay.
We're Colby Hale fans. We want them to be successful.
We had them on the show.
That's
I like
right.
Colby Hale.
We want to see them do good. We just got to get things back on track. They'll face Clemson coming up next. Also happening around campus, we talked about softball. Softball and baseball will start some of their fall ball coming up in September with a red-white game and a home run derby, which I'm stoked about. I'm excited about. And then baseball is going to play Little Rock and Dallas Baptist, while softball is going to, and UCA softball is going to host Oklahoma State and Tulsa, and have their own home run derby. By the way, you think you could hit a softball out?
Ooh, I don't know. We played intramural. You haven't heard this story yet. Intramural softball when I was up here at Arkansas every year. We'd play, and it was a lot of fun. Somebody throwing a fast pitch softball that close. I'd have to go to the batting cages for a couple weeks before I would even get into the box to think that I could do that. It's like anything, you got to practice. I'm not a natural. I ninth grade is the last year I played baseball.
I think that a handful of years ago, might have been 2 years, maybe 3. Coach Z, Matt Zimmerman, went over to softball to see how many pitches it would take for him to hit a home run. If it was 50, I think if I went back and racked my brain, 42 pitches for him to get one out. Yeah,
Coach
40,
Z, good. Let's
42
go, Coach Z.
Coach Z. Baseball, no way. Not
0%. Yeah, no way.
That's
no
not
way.
happening.
Yeah.
That's not happening. But maybe with a softball, I'd have to go to. I have to go get my timing down, and I played the sport my whole life. So, but that'll be fun, and that's in September. And the preseason awards, keep coming out. Quincy Rhodes Jr. named All SEC, as we mentioned, also named to the Bednarik Award. So just continuing to get all these preseason awards. We'll see what they actually equal once the season rolls around and gets started on September 5th, which, by the way, is my sister's birthday.
Oh.
And it's also Brandon Allen's birthday.
Let's
September
go.
5th.
Happy birthday,
Brandon
September 5th.
Brandon
Yeah.
Allen. You know whose birthday is also today? Austin Allen.
Oh, my
It is
goodness.
Austin Allen's birthday today as well. I share a birthday with the Austin Allen. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was kind of a neat, fun little fun fact. We're going to take a break here at Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Come back. We're going to talk to Chris again about what they're offering here at the store, and of course, football season as well. So a lot to get to. But as you get ready for football season, soccer season, if you want to go rep the Razorbacks at fall ball as well, make sure that you look the part. And you can do that by checking out Roback's new Arkansas Collegiate Collection. Just go to roback.com. That's RHOBACK.com. Check out that new collegiate collection they have for Arkansas. Stuff looks good, I got to tell you. Always going to look sharp when you put this stuff on. From hoodies, polos, t-shirts, anything you need for your tailgating and out there supporting the Razorbacks, you know where to get it. Roback.com, and use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
This is halftime.
Back again at Harry Robinson's Saddle Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Saddle. We've been telling you about back-to-school relief. Get $1,000 off the deal or a $1,000 check in your pocket. It's good on every vehicle on the lot, including brand new 26 Fords.
I don't know about you, Tommy, but I think that me and you both, anytime that we could go buy a vehicle and put $1,000 back in our pocket, I think we would do it every single time. So come and see us at Harry Robinson here in Salisal. We like to say we're 30 minutes away from everywhere. Guys, we've got some awesome deals. We've got some awesome inventory, and not even just the back-to-school relief rebate that every person, I want to make sure everybody knows that everybody qualifies for this rebate. All you got to do is come and see us at Harry Robinson Salisal Ford. But not only that, interest rates on new F-150s right now, you can get 72 or 84 months at 2.9% financing, and you still get money off in savings and that back-to-school relief rebate. Right now really is the time to buy. Come and see us, Harry Robinson Salisal Ford.
It's good all month long. Harry Robinson Salisal Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Salisal.
Sometimes I'm in a hurry. Stay in the slow lane, buddy. That's when I use the Sodies app to order my favorites and pick up in their drive-thru. They even offer a 10% discount on your first app order. Experience different at Sodies Wine and Spirits off I-540 on Phoenix Avenue.
Every day is worth celebrating at Uncorked. Cocktails, wine, craft beer, bourbons, and unbelievably great food. Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodies.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4.
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
Call Jeff Clark in Fort Smith.
Hey, Fort Smith, have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the Booyah One Knocker or the Bandit 100, to name only a few. And have it custom autographed just the way you want it. It's fun, it's personal, and it's only at the brand new Bass Pro outpost. Swing by today and make your own custom lure.
Dental emergencies do not wait, and neither should you. At Valley Urgent Dental, they're here for you on the weekends, whether it's a broken tooth, a painful infection, or a crown that's come loose. Dr. Kendall Roberts and Dr. Doug Terry are ready to help. Why wait till Monday? Call 479-235-5655 now. Valley Urgent Dental is located at 5505 Uper Lane behind Golden Corral in Fort Smith. Valley Urgent Dental, emergency dental care when you need it most.
It's sad that we live in an unsafe world, but we do. Would you be able to show the police who was at your home if something was taken? Guardtronic Systems. We here at ESPN rely on our Guardtronic installed cameras to keep an eye on what's going on around our building, as many of you do. Guardtronic has been serving the River Valley for over 60 years. Call Guardtronic for a free estimate so you'll be able to show the police who the bad boys are that took your belongings. License E50.
The best Tex-Mex and even better service is at Joe's Grill and Cantina in Fort Smith. Every day, Joe's Grill makes fresh from scratch salsas, queso dip, and guacamole with crispy warm chips to start your meal. Plus fajitas, enchiladas, tacos, burritos, and more that will make your experience one you won't forget. Great Tex-Mex and even better service. Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The view gives me the chills tonight. A painted world in fading light. I gaze across everlasting hills, where every breath seems standing still.
Welcome back into halftime, live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
Welcome here to Chevrolet of Fayetteville, and on halftime, Alyssa Orange, Matt Jones, Colton Little with you. We're going to wrap up this second hour, catching up again with Chris Bunch here at Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Thanks for joining us. We talked a little bit in the first hour about what you guys have going on here as you wrap up the summer and get ready for the fall, but remind the listeners who maybe weren't here with us.
Yeah, just like we talked about before, we've got some plenty of inventory in stock. We've got some great deals going on. We've got 0% financing available on Silverados for up 60 months. So that's always a good thing when you don't have to pay any interest with interest rates the way they are. We've got, I was remiss, I didn't speak about our EV lineup last time, but we've got EVs with the gas price the way they are. I mean, we've got Equinox EV, Blazer EV, we've got the Bolt is back. We've got the Bolt EV, so we've got EVs available if you are tired of paying gas prices. If you're like most everybody else and have to still have gasoline car, we've got all kinds of SUVs. The lineup for SUVs and Chevy is amazing. Just like we talked about before, from the Trax, the Equinox, Blazer, Trailblazer, Traverse, Tahoe, Suburban, and then the truck lineup. Colorado, Silverado. We've got everything, and the Heartbeat of America is back. The old tagline is back, the Heartbeat of America. So, and we've got some great deals, plenty of inventory. We've got tons of used cars in stock. So if you're looking for a car for your kid, going back to school or going to college or what have you, or need something more for yourself, we've got pretty much everything you can imagine, every brand out there. So we'd love to take care of you.
If you just want a fun little toy to drive around too, there's this this beautiful Corvette.
Yes,
Corvette behind me. It is a convertible, by the way. It's red. It's beautiful. I'm going to see if I can just sit in it, take a picture. But yeah, everything you could want. You talk about those EVs, as a mom driving my kids around all the time, it's incredible how quickly my gas tank is all the time. It's like I look down and it's like, I swear I filled you up 2 days ago, right? So those are great options for people with everything the way it is right now.
Yeah, and you mentioned the Corvette. We've actually got 2 Corvettes in stock right now. We've got the Corvette convertible in the showroom that you mentioned, and we've also got a Corvette Grand Sport. So they brought the Grand Sport back. So we've got a Corvette Grand Sport in stock.
Is that what's sitting right over here to my right here? There it is. So I've got sports cars all around me right now.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys are really speaking to 16-year-old Alyssa, who all she wanted. Now, forgive me, because my father was a convertible Ford Mustang, but I wanted a sports car since I was able to know what a sports car was. So I've definitely been enjoying looking at the view here. But it's one of those things right now. With buying a car and the way that things are, some people might not feel like it's for them. Or maybe it's not the right time. But how would you encourage people to come in here and just look to see what you guys are offering?
Yeah, number one, doesn't never hurt to look when you come out here and just browse everything that we have. And number two, we make the process extremely easy.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for a long time. And second biggest purchase you're probably ever going to make in your life outside of a home is a car. And we take that seriously, but we want you to have a good time. We want you to have fun. It should be exciting. You don't want to buy a car and have a terrible experience and go home and be like, yeah, I bought this car, but it's a terrible experience. We want to have a fun atmosphere, make it super simple for you. We're going to try and help you out any way we can, just answer your questions and
that's right.
Help you out and guide you down the right path.
That's right. You ready for football season?
Absolutely.
I think everybody is.
Absolutely.
We're ready. We're
It seems odd. It's so hot right now. But
it is. It is. but
hey,
they're out there, like Matt was saying earlier in the show. Like, this is when the conditioning, this is when those that overtime game, that 4th and 5, that need that goal line stop. This is when that comes into play right now. When these guys are practicing.
The 2-a-days.
That's right. Well, I don't know if they do that anymore with the rules, but that's it. That's it. So really enjoy you allowing us to come out here. So thank you.
Glad
You're
to have you.
Be out here for at least one more hour, so make sure to come and say hello and bring a donation as well as we continue to support the Ronald McDonald House and everything they do over there with that foundation. Chris, thanks so much. We'll catch up with you here in just a little bit.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you. We're going to roll on with halftime here at Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Me, Matt, and Colton going to be right back with you, as well as Neil Atkinson joining us as well, coming up in our final hour of halftime.
Good morning. Your Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast mix and match along.
We've got fluffy eggs and sausage on a made-from-scratch biscuit ready, or perhaps biscuit and gravy. Ooh, maybe a sweet cinnamon roll. Wake up and smell that sweet deal. Mix and match any 2 for just $5 for a limited time, only at Hardee's. Don't snooze on the app. Snag juicy deals, order ahead, and get to work on time. Maybe. Exclusive app offers for registered My Rewards members only. Available for a limited time at participating restaurants.
Hey, Fort Smith, have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the Booyah One Knocker or the Bandit 100, to name only a few. And have it custom autographed just the way you want it. It's fun, it's personal, and it's only at the brand new Bass Pro Outpost. Swing by today and make your own custom lure.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages, or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time every time.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, not when you work with Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
Do you have sleep apnea? Are you tired of dealing with a CPAP every night? The noise, the constant cleaning. Is your wife telling you she can't take the noise anymore? Dr. Bo Sparkman at Valley Family Dental Practice, Fort Smith, can help you with sleep apnea with a custom dental appliance that allows you to get rid of that annoying CPAP. Dr. Sparkman has years of experience and has treated hundreds of patients just like you. Call for your appointment today, 226-3500. Get rid of your CPAP with Valley Family Dental at Riley Farm at Fort Smith and Roland, Oklahoma.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, there is a chance of some widely scattered showers across the south early, otherwise increasing sunshine. A high today, low 90s north, upper 90s south. Overnight lows will drop down into the low 70s overnight, and then a chance of some showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Forest Grain Incorporated, committed to setting the standard of excellence since 1936. KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 15 days.
All the W's I've got, like wins.
Broadcasting on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
You can't run from this. I can't let them hide from me tonight.
Okay, it's a little long. I think you flubbed on that last.
Did not flub at all.
No, it wasn't a flub.
There was no flub. But it was not a flub. And Matt Jones, all he does is make big plays. Said you had very motivational words at halftime.
This loss really affected me. To say it's taking the wind out of my sails is an understatement.
Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios.
Really doesn't care about anything. He's a nihilist.
I'm a big nothing.
It's only halftime.
Matt Jones, don't be so cool, dude. Get you some.
Sports talk that doesn't sound like everyone else.
Are you a Leo? Is it go Leo Virgo?
I am a Leo.
With Alyssa Orange, Colton Little, and Razorback legend Matt Jones.
Just gonna lose it.
I will be back after this.
No, we will. Let's take a break.
This is halftime.
Hello, welcome into halftime. Melissa Orange, Matt Jones, and Colton Little here. We're hanging out at Chevrolet of Fayetteville, so you got about an hour here with 1 o'clock on a Friday to come and say hello. And I also want to encourage you to bring some donations with you as well when you come and say hello to us here. Those are going towards the Ronald McDonald House, and any way we could support them, you could support them. Really great cause, a really great organization to just help out those families there at the Ronald McDonald House Foundation. So let us go to our hotline here. I know that we have had JW in Batesville waiting on the line for us. We appreciate you waiting through the break, my guy. How you doing on this Friday?
Hey, I just now discovered y'all. I'm on the other side of the state, and thanks to YouTube, I ran across y'all, and it's pretty awesome that I found y'all. And now that they're at the bottom of the ticker tape, I see a radio station for our area. That's even greater. What I actually
thank
called
you. We
about
appreciate that.
is this. I usually listen to the buzz, but I like to hear other people from that area that's close up there around the organization. So, with the new age of college football, it's almost like a pro team, the way they're doing the money and stuff. So here's an idea. Now, I just want you to think about this, and I want to know if there's any kind of law that you have to have so many players on your football team. We have 5 quarterbacks right now. 3 of them, you need, a backup and maybe a third guy. But when it goes in, I know we talk about depth, but when we have 85 people, do you see us going to like a model like a 53-man roster, maybe 60 or 70, scale it way down? And the reason why, if there's money issues and we need better players, maybe you don't give $30,000, $50,000 to the backup of the 4th or 5th guy and save that money and add it towards another better player, and scale down back your players that never see the field, and take that money and buy into better players, if that makes sense. And I was just going to get your thoughts on that, and I'll hang up and listen now that I found you guys. Thanks.
Yeah, no, thanks for the call. Appreciate you. When I kind of look and see, because I wanted to make sure that I got it right, Matt, you know about the difference between an NCAA roster and an NFL roster. FBS programs can offer up to 105 total scholarships with some rules. Some of those can be partial, some of those can be full scholarships, and then you still have guys who are walk-ons. So those scholarships are one thing. I think what you're talking about, my guy, is rev share and NIL. Some of that NIL money is divvied up, and I will tell you it doesn't go to everybody. Not everybody is getting NIL money from the football program, right? Not everyone is getting rev share from the football program. So even if I'd be curious to, let's say you did kind of trim it down to your 85-man or 56-man roster, 52-man roster, the rev share would still be divvied to really the 56 guys it's probably already divvied to.
Well, how you allocate? Am I saying that word right? How you allocate? Yeah, how you allocate your money is very important. How you evaluate talent is very important. So it starts at the top. Whoever the guys are that are doing that really matter, and then it matters to, well, if a guy's going to come to your school, you're offering him $250,000, and then somebody else offers him $300,000. It's like, is that enough? But then somebody offers him $400,000. It's like, well, you got to kind of take that, So sometimes you lose some of those battles, and where you're going to choose your money, how you're going to spend it, and that's the truth. That's just the nature of this business. Is all your money spent isn't going to be A+ dividends. It's just not going to come back that way. Your return on investment isn't always going to work. So it's really important to get the right locker room guys and have good evaluators and be able to get the right guys in. And yeah, you want the best players you can get. No question about that. I think they're trying, but we're also swinging a medium-sized bat. We don't have the bit. We're not LSU. We're not Georgia. We're not. I mean, there's 30 other teams that are spending more money than us, and maybe even more than that. But you got to fit in. You got to find a spot where you can fit in, and you want to be. You want to be able to compete. You don't want to go 0-8. You want to go 5-3, 3-5, whatever. You got to win some games. You got to give some, and then by winning, that helps guys choose to come to your school, and that maybe they take $50,000 less, and you get the right guy. But when you're 0-8, it's tough. You're just kind of getting guys that then they say you're SEC. So it's definitely a slippery slope. It's a new adjustment. It's tough. I think we'll be here when the bottom falls out. That's for sure. I don't know how long they can keep going this way. I guess as long as the TV markets are paying this type of money. But I mean, whoever the right guys are that are evaluating the right guys to bring them in, there's a formula to win here. I think the formula is you pay for your defensive players. You make sure you're strong up front, You got to have some defensive backs. Then you got to have a safety. But I would spend some money on a running back and get 2 of them. I would go out there and spend top dollar. What are the top running backs getting? That's what I would go get, because you know what the best friend of a young quarterback is a strong running game, because then you're getting man coverage. Do you know how many guys in college football can cover man? Not that many. So then you're able to do things on the offensive side that are a little bit safer, and they're going to be productive. You're able to run the clock. Your defense isn't going to be out on the field all the time. Whenever Arkansas is really, really good, and even when Petrino was there, we ran the ball a little bit. But 90% of the time when the Razorbacks are good at football, what do they do well? They have an amazing safety. If it's Kenoy Kennedy, if it's Steve Atwater, if it's Ken Hamlin, they have amazing running backs.
Yeah.
You know, if it's Barry Foster, if it's Peyton Hillis, if it's Cedric Cobb, and then they win. So those are kind of the little formulas, and then you got to get good. You got to have serviceable players, like above average players on defensive and offensive line and quarterback play and all that. But if you're saying what would I spend my money on to say, hey, let's go get A+ guys on the offensive side, no question about it, it's running backs, and I would get 2 of them.
Yeah, shoot, you look at like the kind of production Mike Washington is doing right now during the preseason. NFL already getting some love. I mean, the running backs, we have seen Arkansas have some really good success there in the backfield. I think a little bit more to kind of make this more of a broader conversation, to put it into perspective. I don't think it's about the number of players you're spending money on, but like Matt was saying, the money you are spending, period. Just because the roster's smaller, I don't feel like that necessarily saves you any money, because you're still going to have to pay the going rate for a defensive lineman in the transfer portal. And the going rate is not Arkansas's rate. It's Arkansas, LSU, Texas, Notre Dame, South Carolina. Their rate. That's
right.
Their rate. That's their flat rate.
To compete. You're right.
Right? So it's not like Arkansas's getting a discount because their money and their pool
The top
is
50 defensive linemen's already got places they're going. So now you're having to evaluate almost a money ball.
Pay that money.
Exactly. If you want to get one, and then you have to money ball things where you're projecting, and then it's like, well, can I keep this guy here a couple years? Quincy Rhodes might be a thing of the past. Is this his 4th year wearing a Razorback uniform?
He is about to be a June.
So did he redshirt?
No, he's about to be a senior.
Yeah,
nope,
I thought so.
No, he is.
That
so
doesn't happen a lot.
That's not a thing.
And I think
right?
the biggest key for Arkansas to have success, like I just said, as far as safeties and running backs, you have to make sure if kids can play and they're in-state kids, you got to get them. Do you know what every 7th grader an 8th grader and 9th grader can tell you about the senior that just signed a scholarship? Everything about him. So he can tell you, oh, he just went to Auburn. Oh, he just went to Oklahoma. Oh, he just went to here. No. That kid has to go to Arkansas, so that's what they're talking about. That's what they know. That's what you start giving them. Teach the kids young before that's it's part of that thing.
That's right. You also look at the money gap too, and we've talked about this. Every SEC school, every school had to come up with rev share, right? So there's $20.3 million of rev share that they had to come up with as an athletic department. We talked about that a lot, right? So let's say 16 million of that went to football. The football's budget is targeted. It's kind of based on what we know and things pieced together, 25 million. Arkansas's rosters were $25 million. That's 16 million in the rev share that they allocated to football. The rest of it went to probably other, basketball, whatever. And then you've got that gap in between. So that's $9 million of that gap. Now, South LSU does the exact same thing, but they've got a $40 million roster. So their gap between the rev share they had to have versus the money they raised on their own is $34 million. And there's a big difference on what you can buy for $34 million extra dollars than $9 million extra dollars.
No, that's a very good point, and that's kind of what you're dealing with. So we have to keep things in perspective. We have to play with a chip on our shoulder. Years ago, whenever Arkansas would beat Texas, a lot of times, and I'm talking about the 60s and the 70s, Texas wouldn't recruit them. And so they would come up to Arkansas and they'd have a chip on their shoulder. They'd come back and play against Texas and I have to show you. And you're always looking as an athlete, as a coach. I'll never forget Drew Brees who's just went into the Hall of Fame. He was the first pick of the second round the year Michael Vick was the first pick in the first round. And he carried that chip on his shoulder the entire time, knowing that and understanding that. And he was amazing. Who cares? You're the first pick in the second round. That means you're a 1%er. You're amazing. But still, he tricked his mind. And sometimes there's not a real chip. It's just something you're tricking your mind into thinking. But it helps. So whatever you can do to get these players to maximize their potential, you have to. And having a Pops as a coach, I understand this, that being a leader of men and being a head football coach, it's psychology 101. You have to understand that, and everybody's not the same. And you have to understand when you're supposed to kick them in the ass, and you have to understand when you're supposed to put your arm around them.
That's right. Yeah, I love that you make that comparison. You've seen the 30 for 30. Was it Elway to Marino? Marino, so good. And another thing indicative of that chip on their shoulder, just because you're talking about Hall of Fame, a couple years ago, 2 guys went into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Ken Griffey Jr. and Mike Piazza. You guys know me. I love me some Mike Piazza. That same draft, they went to in the same draft. Ken Griffey Jr. was the number 1 pick in that draft.
And he should have been. Yeah, and he should have been.
Mike Piazza, very last pick.
Mr. Irrelevant. He's Brock Purdy, huh?
In that draft.
Yeah.
And then now they're going into the Hall of Fame together. It was really cool. Anyways, it's all about
Jason
kind of
Peters,
what you do,
undrafted. He's
what
going
you
into
do
the Hall of
with
Fame.
what you're given. That's absolutely right. And so it all kind of just depends on that perspective, Matt. I love that insight. We're going to keep things going here at Chevrolet of Fayetteville as we wrap up our beautiful Friday here at the Fayetteville Auto Park inside the Chevrolet of Fayetteville. We have Neil Atkinson of Bet Saracen joining us after the break, and want to remind you, Northwest Arkansas Regional Medical Center, they're bringing better to you. They are the second largest employer in Harrison with over 700 employees and over $50 million in annual salaries provided back into the community. They have 18 clinics, including 3 rural clinics, and they have everything you need, including a level 3 trauma center. So if you need any kind of medical assistance, they are there to help you with anything you need at all. You can learn more about North Arkansas Regional Medical Center by checking out their website at www.narmc.com.
It's the summer event takeover at Lewis Automotive with sizzling deals and endless adventures. Lewis Automotive, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 80 years and home of the Lewis Guarantee. The Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
I think for Ryan Silverfield, I'm going to keep standing on top of this. You've got 4 opportunities in the first 6 weeks to get people on your side. Utah, Georgia, A&M, Tennessee. That's a brutal start. But if you somehow, some way are 3-3 by the first part of the season, that's, I think, like people are like, okay, we might have something. By have something, I mean we might have a team that could squeak into bowl eligibility.
Weekdays from 9 to 11.
We've got big news from Roback. This entire week, Roback is launching its brand new collegiate collection, just in time for the fall season. And if you're an Arkansas fan, you're in luck. The Arkansas collection officially dropped, and there's plenty of inventory available. So whether you're headed to the stadium watching from home or just looking to upgrade your game day gear, now's the time to check out Roback's new Arkansas collegiate collection. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
Save up to $4,000 on in-stock 2026 Buick Encore GXs at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. That's $4,000 off on this top-selling midsize SUV, or $2,000 off and 0% financing for 60 months on 2026 Buick Envisions. These are limited-time offers with approved credit. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith, or online at harryrobinson.com.
When you need legal help, turn to the law offices of Craig L. Cook. With over 40 years combined experience, the Cook Law Team works for you. If you've been injured in an auto accident, hurt on the job, a victim of nursing home negligence, or need help with bankruptcy, Social Security, wills, trusts, estates, or family law issues, Craig Cook will go to work for you. Call us today, 479-783-8000. The law offices of Craig L. Cook with locations in Arkansas and Oklahoma. We work for working people.
Since 1992, the Inn at the Mill has welcomed guests to experience the most unique place to stay when visiting Northwest Arkansas. Centrally located at the Johnson exit off I-49, The Inn at the Mill has established a rich tradition of comfort, convenience, and value. Whether it's the big game, business travel, a trip to Crystal Bridges, or a weekend getaway that brings you to Northwest Arkansas, the Inn at the Mill has a spacious room with ample space to spread out. And when I'm there on business, I appreciate the fast, free internet to keep me connected to work and the laid-back European-style breakfast to start the day. Experience unique and different at the Inn at the Mill, just off I-49 at the Johnson exit. Call 479-443-1800 to make your reservation. That's 479-443-1800 or visit innatthemill.com. The Inn at the Mill, where the past meets the present.
Here's NASCAR Hall of Famer Mark Martin.
As a race car driver for 40 years, I survived a lot of crashes. Not everyone can run into a wall at 200 miles an hour and walk away. Without a seatbelt, I wouldn't be alive today. Now I'm retired, back home in Arkansas driving my pickup. I'm shocked how many people aren't wearing seatbelts. Why risk your life when it only takes 2 seconds to buckle up? Take it from number 6. Buckle up, Arkansas.
A message from the Arkansas State Police Highway Safety Office.
The spring allergy and hay fever seasons are here, and Law's Drugstore has what you need to safely take care of you and your family. Law's Drugstore can fill and refill your prescriptions, and they have all of the over-the-counter allergy remedies to provide comfort. Call 452-6116 and ask about vaccine shot appointment for shingles, pneumonia, COVID, and whooping cough. Law's Drugstore, 6802 Rogers Avenue behind the Outback Steakhouse. Law's Drugstore, open 6 days a week to safely care for you and your family.
The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss. Welcome back into halftime, live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
Welcome back here to halftime. Excited to bring in on the hotline Neil Atkinson of Bet Saracen. As man, it is about that time of the year. Neil, how are you doing?
I have felt like this when I was younger, and this was like on Christmas Eve. But yeah, I can't wait for football season to get started in earnest next week. I think we got UCA is going to play UT Martin, I think Thursday night of next week. And then, of course, everybody's looking forward to the game over in Dublin between North Carolina and TCU to kick off everything in the FBS. And 10 games that day, and there's some pretty good games on the week 0 in all perspectives. So, yeah, we're ready for it.
Oh, it's exciting. It is exciting. I mean, when you look at setting the lines for football games, and people are always like, oh, they know so much. What's maybe a misconception that people have when it comes to the bet lines for football games?
Hey, it's a numbers game. That's all we're doing is we're juggling numbers. and now that we have AI and the modeling that we do have, the biggest edge I guess that we have gotten is that with the computing power that we have now with these supercomputers and all of that, we can input all of our data, all of our parameters, all of our things like SP plus, productivity, and of course the first games of the year are the really tricky ones with what happens in the offseason, the transfer portal. But the more simulations that we run, and if we don't like the outcome or the outcome doesn't look like hey it's expected, then you'll just weight one of the data points a little bit differently. And that's where you'll see maybe differences with opening lines. But usually what happens is that once we put out the line and put out the initial line, and then once the market opens up, the general public's going to decide where that betting action goes.
And when you see these big movements and lines late in the week, it's because us bookmakers, here's something that they don't know, that a lot of people don't realize is like, especially on football, the lines for college football will come out late Sunday afternoons, a lot of times even Sunday morning. But we'll only take 10% of what our normal liability would be on that market or that particular game. And then as the week goes on, we open it up and open it up. And that keeps people, when there's not as much money on a game, putting a big bet and skewing a line one direction or the other. Not that anybody would try to do that out there in the betting world, but and then we open up the liability for the big bets. Usually, if it's a big game NFL, 48 hours before. College football, it can be anywhere from 48 hours to 24, depending on the level of competition, whether it's FCS or FBS, and whether it's a marquee, 2 Power 5 matches up versus, or a Power 4, whatever our conference alignments is nowadays. Can't keep up with it.
Sure,
But,
I know, right, same.
Yeah, if it's 2 major conferences together, we'll open up that liability a lot sooner than if, for instance, Arkansas playing North Alabama. Now with it being the first game of the season, we put out an early line. Usually that line wouldn't be out until 24 hours before the game. But Arkansas, I will put one up early because Arkansas sports bettors are not going to wait for a consensus line on a FCS opponent.
Yeah. Well, we're 15 days away from that. We'll talk football here in just a second, but I tell you what, I'm watching this this NL MVP race, and it still looks like it's going to be Shohei Ohtani or Pete Crow Armstrong, and I know that I can put a bet on that if I'm just a little too nervous on which way it could go. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, and with those being the 2 favorites, you're not getting a whole lot of value because everybody else in the world are on them. But yeah, I mean, this close to the end of the season, there's going to have to be somebody to really step up to get in there between PCA and Ohtani. But, hey, stranger things have happened. We still got a lot of baseball left, although is anybody going to want to claim the last wild card spot in the American League? That's going to be fun over the next month to see how that one comes out. But yeah, I mean, the baseball futures are always real big. And now that we've got football on TV, I mean, the football futures are actually exploding now also.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not gonna lie. The Dodgers right now plus 170 to win the World Series. But the Yankees, they got to get their stuff together, Neil, or that's gonna keep slipping. And you've got the Brewers up here and the Yankees and the Braves. They've got to get their stuff together.
Yep, and here's the thing, Oh yeah, that line could change a whole lot. But the thing is, if you look at LA, you look at Milwaukee, you look at the Dodgers, you look at the Phillies, the public knows, and the public is on that, and us bookmakers know, there's not a lot of value. I mean, the value of the bets and the lines right there are kind of tough, especially as we get closer in to the end of the season. But like you say, they're at the top. They've got to get their act together. I'm just wondering of what's going on with LA with their recent slump. Milwaukee going in and sweeping them. If this extracurricular activity from the ownership selling the Lakers side of the business, I wonder if any of that's getting into the clubhouse with all the deferred compensation that they have with that team. I'm wondering if that's affecting that. But you wouldn't think that it would. But hey, people are human nature. If they don't think they're getting their money, they may not perform. But maybe it's just a coincidence. But it sure is raises an eyebrow with what's going on with that organization. In the office, not on the field as much, but in the back office with the sale of the team and ownership of the team.
That is a good point that you make there. Hey, with the fall rolling around there at Bet Saracen, now the hotel's open, the casino, the restaurant, the sports book. Just how excited is that whole area down there, and what could a Saturday look like at Saracen for fans to come and take advantage of?
Well, we've got that huge TV, and last year we expanded the sports bar. It used to be the Legends Restaurant. We turned that into the sports bar. And I think we've got 27 TVs around there, not including the great massive big screen that we have. And of course, the poker room has TVs all through it. That's a good one to do, is to go and play poker. And while I'm talking about poker, we're going to have the Arkansas Poker Classic. It's the first major poker tournament event to be ever held in Arkansas. We're going to put 30 tables in our event center. The main event's going to be a $300,000 guarantee, and the tournament series starts October the 6th. It goes through the 11th, and you'll have 5 different opportunities to go into that main event. And we even have a seniors event, which is actually the opening event, and we're going to have a ladies event. All of those are going to have guarantees on them. So check that out too, and mark your calendars for that second week of October. The only bad thing about that is that Saturday is going to be interesting for me. I'm going to have to get up, go up to Fayetteville to the Tennessee-Arkansas game because we're going to be the title sponsor of it, and then get back to wrap up the poker tournament the next day. But, hey, the things we have to do for our love of sports and our love of poker, it's just terrible.
Right.
So.
No, not at all. And, hey, maybe I should brushing up on my poker skills. No, I've played a couple.
Oh, yeah. You ought to come down and get in that ladies'
friends.
tournament.
We'll see. There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe I could hold my own down there.
I don't know. There are some very good poker players on that circuit that are females. We had a lot of them that went deeper in the World Series. Underestimate a female at the poker table, and any poker players that I know, they're dangerous because
that's right.
Yeah, they're good poker players. They know how to bluff better than I do. I know that. A lot of them do, and if you can't bluff in poker, you're not going to go very far.
Absolutely. Well, Neil, always love to catch up with you. I know we're excited about football season getting started, and you are too. So we'll catch up with you next week, okay?
All right, looking forward to it. Everybody, check out that promo tab. Also, here in about I know Matt's probably ready for it here in 30 minutes. EPL season kicks off here in 30 minutes. You got Arsenal playing, so check that out and check our promo page. Got a special on it. Plus, we got a special on promo boost on any sport and NFL preseason. And check out, we put some new scoring props up for Arkansas season 2 that are interesting. Homepage. Have a great weekend. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. And next week, we'll be in the thick of college football.
Let's do it, Neil. Thanks so much. We appreciate the time. Bet Saracen, of course, Arkansas's favorite sports betting app. And for those who want to make a little wager, like Neil and I were talking about, on their favorite sporting events, Bet Saracen is as close as your cell phone. You can follow the odds, favorites, and underdogs with that Bet Saracen app. So for the most accurate, up-to-date wagering info, you just need to go to your app store and download it if you haven't done it already. Just go to the App Store or betsaracen.com and get it on your phone to start betting today. We're going to have more halftime coming up after this.
Pony Boy Curtis.
That's an original name.
This is halftime.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as 1 day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
You're listening to Halftime Live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
Back to school shopping, leaving your pockets empty? Don't let that stop you from driving home in your new Chevrolet. Zero Down delivers at Ford Chevrolet in Fort Smith. 0% for 60 months on new Silverados, plus no payments for 90 days. And zero down on a new Trax for only $349 a month. Together, let's drive in a new Chevrolet for zero down. 0 for 60 on Silverados and Trax only, $349 a month. Don't wait. Stop in today at Orr Chevrolet in Fort Smith.
You always get more at Orr.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Hey, Ty Richardson for A Cut Above Lawn and Landscaping. They service commercial and residential lawns for weed management and fertilization for a lush, healthy lawn. Need bush hogging? They do that too. A Cut Above also offers tree and limb removal. Don't forget hauling and dumpster rental as well. More than just a mowing service, they're A Cut Above. Call or text today at 479-719-5605. Lawn, landscaping, power washing, stump grinding, leaf removal, mulching, flea tick, and mosquito control. 719-5605.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Call Ted McAvoy in Van Buren or Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
Do you have sleep apnea? Are you tired of dealing with the CPAP every night? The noise, the constant cleaning. Is your wife telling you she can't take the noise anymore? Dr. Bo Sparkman at Valley Family Dental Practice, Fort Smith, can help you with sleep apnea with a custom dental appliance that allows you to get rid of that annoying CPAP. Dr. Sparkman has years of experience and has treated hundreds of patients just like you. Call for your appointment today, 226-3500. Get rid of your CPAP with Valley Family Dental at Riley Farm in Fort Smith and Roland, Oklahoma.
Sometimes I'm in a hurry. Stay in the slow lane, buddy. That's when I use the Sodies app to order my favorites and pick up in their drive-thru. They even offer a 10% discount on your first app order. Experience different at Sodies Wine and Spirits off I-540 on Phoenix Avenue.
Every day is worth celebrating at Uncorked. Cocktails, wine, craft beer, bourbons, and unbelievably great food. Uncorked on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodies.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
It's the last goodbye, I swear. I can't rely on a dime a day love that don't go anywhere. I learn to cry for someone else. I can't get by on an odds and ends love that don't ever match up. I heard all you said and I took it too hard.
Welcome back into halftime, live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
I have no regrets.
Welcome back here to halftime. Good to be with you from Chevrolet of Fayetteville. We've been here all day. They have been great hosts hanging out here in the showroom with some beautiful cars around me. You guys are tempting me, Chris, to look around the lot before I leave.
Absolutely, you need to. Just take a look, see what we have.
That's right. Well, a lot of options, a lot of selections for anyone who does want to come join me and look around the lot and browse and see what you guys have out here.
Yeah. You know, we talked a little bit about used cars. We've got about 250 pre-owned available out here at Fayetteville Auto Park. So, I mean, we've got everything in every budget, every model. You know, it's not just Chevys. We've got Ford, Dodge, Hondas, Hyundais, everything you can think of out there.
I was able to take a picture in that Corvette with a cupcake. I did not get anything dirty. I didn't touch anything. I did not drop any sprinkles in there. It is just as clean as when I left it, but it is a beautiful car, a lot of fun to at least sit in. I'm sure it's even more fun to drive.
Oh yeah.
But you know, the one thing that you guys do have here is a selection and option for everybody.
Yep, absolutely. You know, we've got, like we talked about before, you know, we've got the Chevy Trax, which is absolute fantastic car, little SUV to get into, low 20s. You know, then you go from there to the Equinox, Trailblazer, Blazer, you know, Tahoe. We've got something for everybody here.
Yeah. You know, one thing, too, we're doing is a donation drive for Ronald McDonald House, and we thank you for letting us do that here as well. I know that just as important and getting your guys to kind of help and do some donating to a great cause.
Yeah, we've been here for 25 years here at Fayetteville Auto Park, and one of the big things is obviously we want to give back to the community in any way we can. We're part of the community here, so we want to give back and try and help out any way we can. So we enjoy doing it.
We appreciate it. You ready for football? I know you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
What I asked you this at the beginning of the show about what it's going to take week 1. But how big do you think this Utah game is week 2 for the Razorbacks?
I think that's the swing game for the season. Obviously, if you lose, you can obviously still recover and everything, but you got Georgia the next week, so it's going to be a tough stretch if you lose to Utah. But if you can find a way to beat Utah, which I think we can, I think that sets up for the rest of the season to be able to pick up some more wins, maybe get to bowl eligibility. We won 2 games last year, so anything above that would be an improvement. But if somehow we get to 6 wins, I think it sets up really nice. I think everybody's excited about Coach Silverfield. There's a lot of new faces in the SEC.
Yeah.
A lot of teams that don't know what they're getting. They were successful at their previous jobs. Obviously, that's why they're coaching the SEC now. But I think Ryan Silverfield's just as good as any of them, and I'm happy to have him.
Question, as you mentioned, you guys have been here 25 years here in Fayetteville, and so much really revolves around Arkansas and the Razorbacks and football. When football's good, it just feels like everything is different here. Like, from your perspective, how much have you experienced that over the last 25 years?
Oh, absolutely. If we win, especially if it's an afternoon game, we're going to be busy that afternoon. Mm-hmm. If we lose, maybe not so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's we're one state. That's all we have is Arkansas. You can cheer for your pro teams and what have you, but there's none here in Arkansas, and everybody lives and breathes the Razorbacks. So, you become a fan real quick, no matter where you're from. There's a lot of transplants here, and when they're winning, it just seems like everybody's happier, everybody's willing to spend some more money, and air's cleaner, and
walk a little taller, all
sun's
the
brighter.
things, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think when you look at the schedule? Where are your win totals hitting right now?
I want to be an optimist, say 6.
Okay.
We've got obviously the 2 non-cons. Utah being a third non-con. If you can win 3 of those, I think you've got some wins on schedule with South Carolina, possibly Vanderbilt, Tennessee, Auburn. I think there's some winnable games there.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like ever since we've been playing Texas A&M, no matter how good or how bad we've been, there's been teams where we've been absolutely terrible, and we've played them absolutely down to the wire. We need to win one once at some point, but we've absolutely
they won one in that 10-year span that they played at AT&T Stadium.
Yes.
They won that one in
Yes.
2021.
Missouri.
Yeah.
They've been
That's
a thorn in our side ever since they got into the SEC.
That's right.
If we could beat them, that would be fantastic. I think that would, that's worth 2 wins, I think, right there.
That one's on Halloween, and I think a lot of people want that to be a trick or be a treat and not a trick.
That's right.
On Halloween.
Absolutely.
Well, if you're looking for a brand new car, you just want to look and see exactly what the selection down here is. They've got a great one for you at Chevrolet of Fayetteville, and they're wonderful hosts, so you're going to get some great service as well. Thank you for hosting us, Chris. I appreciate your time.
Hey, thank you. Hopefully I'll get you back again soon.
That's right. Hey, you're continuing to convince me over and over. I'm going to go look at those Traverses before I leave.
Absolutely.
One with some bucket seats.
Yeah.
I have to have bucket seats. Those kids cannot sit beside each other.
We've got a Z71 out there. It looks fantastic.
What color is it?
It's black, and we've got a red one too.
Ooh, no, I want a black one.
Yeah.
Yeah, my current car is wolf gray, and I like that color. I want a black. We've talked about this.
Oh yeah.
I have a style and a attitude to maintain with my car shopping. So
yeah, car's a big part of your just an extension of your personality.
That's right. Well, that is absolutely accurate, for sure. But thank you. I appreciate the time, and thank you for welcoming us.
All right, thank you.
I know we want to talk some more football, and we'll go to the hotline. I know that Nelson's been on the phone, and he's been waiting patiently, and I appreciate you, Nelson. How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great, Alyssa. It's your birthday. We're all very happy to be able to celebrate it with you, to have your knowledge and to have you on here with us. So happy birthday. And,
thank you.
We're just so grateful for you, girl. And I just want to tell you this. The thing about it is these car colors, since we're talking about car colors when I come on, they are so crazy. nowadays. My truck, I don't know if you've seen my truck at Bath Makeover, but it says it's gray, but sometimes you'll look at it and it looks almost gold, and then in other angles it looks black. So, yeah, I mean, these car colors are weird.
Yeah.
It's like, what is going on with that? But now what I want to say is this, girl, is the football. I'm so ready for football season, and I like what Matt Jones is saying about, go get $1 million running back or two. But I feel like that we've got to. We ain't paid them $1 million, but I feel like we've got a good running back room. I really feel like that Sutton Smith and Braylon Russell and then Markel Bratton, because they say he's really coming on. And then we got Cam Settles and T.J. Hodges. So we don't got to pay $1 million. Hopefully we can get these guys to produce what we know. I think they can produce as good as $1 million running back. So if we can get them to produce, but like last year, we had Mike Washington. He was a 1,000-yard rusher. So, these guys can be too. And I'm ready for football, and I'm so excited for – people are finally coming around with Silverfield. I think they see it. I think they're getting football fever. So, hey, have a great Friday, Alyssa. It's been a beautiful day. You're a beautiful person. You're pretty as you please, and the world is your oyster, girl. Happy birthday.
Well, thank you, Nelson. That's very kind. I appreciate you. Thank you for calling. I hope you have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend. And I do think you're right. I think Arkansas's backfield is talented and has a lot to prove. You've just got a guy in Sutton Smith who knows the system at Memphis, who was able to have some success last year and wants to see what that looks like as it translates to the SEC. And as we've said a million times before, Braylon Russell, it's put up or shut up. It's a do or die year for him in terms of this is where you're going to make your money right here, right now. What do you do? What is your worth? We got to see it come to fruition. So, hopefully they can do that back there with the running backs that Arkansas has as well. We keep saying those two guys' name, and they're going to be the front runners there for the Razorbacks. But you also have Cam Settles. You've got a freshman and T.J. Hodges. You've got options back there. And I hope they're able to utilize all of those guys at some point because they're all talented. So we're just going to have to see. It all kind of really revolves around that quarterback position, and we're still kind of waiting to see officially what that looks like here, Matt.
Well,
15 days.
I'll be honest with you. I absolutely love starting off with Braylon Russell being the closer, being the guy that when the other team's a little bit tired, start Sutton Smith. But most games are won or lost in the fourth quarter. And even through the trials and tribulations that the Hog football teams went through, being 10-34 in their last 44 one-score games, that should tell you you don't get blown out a lot. We're not going to get blown out a lot. So you're going to have close. Braylon Russell in the second half, there's not 3 defensive players in the world that want to tackle him in the second half. You're tired. Right. You've been banged up. You've been hitting all game. And then all of a sudden you get a fresh Braylon Russell. 1-2 punch, however you strike it. No problem. It's kind of like the Manu Ginobili factor. It doesn't matter who starts the game. It matters who finishes the game. And so be there, be a good teammate. I could see both these guys getting over 150 carries apiece with no problem at all.
I think Braylon Russell can be that guy, and we've talked about this before, and his name escapes me. He played for the Dolphins, but he always got put in on like
Ronnie Brown or Brandon Jacobs.
No, I think he played with Ricky and Ronnie, but they would always put him in that like 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2, and he was automatic.
It's like Darius Howard, if you remember him at Arkansas.
That's right.
Well, yeah, he was like a West Memphis guy, but yeah.
And Fred Gore played a year for the Dolphins, but not. But I'm talking like when Fred Gore was with the 49ers.
Frank Gore, yeah.
Frank Gore, thank you. Frank Gore, clutch every time.
Stud.
Like stud.
I love
Absolute
Frank Gore.
Stud.
Yeah.
So
underrated. He's Hall of very good. He's so close to being a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
If Fred Taylor didn't make the Hall of Fame, Frank Gore can't make the Hall of Fame. I know that. Fred Taylor's the best football player I've ever played with. And he's not he should be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Fred Taylor was that good.
I see that in Braylon Russell. I see that, like, you want to go out on the field on a down and distance, need to pick up this first down, 3rd and 2, and the defense sees you coming in the game, and they go, oh, hell.
Just don't check it to Malcolm Butler on the outside. That's right.
That's right. But that's the kind of swagger that Braylon Russell can play with. I really do believe that. So we'll see what happens. Again, we got 15 days, guys, before the start of football season. Hey, speaking real fast, Matt, about the start of football season, Whole Hog Sports put out an article yesterday late. Arkansas going to start the season against Garner-Webb.
Oh, basketball news, huh? Yeah.
No, it's football.
Oh, next year.
Next year.
Okay,
next
good.
Year. Speaking about next year.
Good.
Next year, opening up the season.
We could win that conference.
Against Gardner-Webb on August 28th. So
Ooh.
the earliest that they will have started to play football games. Week 0 game. So we'd be 7 days
Don't let
away.
me forget my mother's birthday, the 30th. So
I won't. It's
okay.
Finn's birthday.
Okay.
So
We'll remember.
I'm
all
going
right,
to text you.
all right.
and say-
Sometimes I forget. I'll do my dad's is the 25th of September, and I'll forget and text him the next day. My sisters, I never forget. November 27th, I always remember them. But for some reason, you start doing things and you kind of forget, and it's like,
That's
so
right.
don't let me forget.
Well, your mom and Finn have the same birthday.
So done.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why we're such good friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he showed up. He wanted to be on the same birthday.
He
as
said, "I'm ready for today to be over with. I got stuff to do tomorrow."
30 seconds into the day.
What are we doing?
I cannot wait for this day to be over.
I can't keep doing this.
Sir, I thought I was getting a 5-course meal out of you later. Made up of cheese sticks, mac and
Salami,
cheese,
yep.
a hot dog that might have been heated, maybe not, and some Cheetos. Because that's what he'll find in the pantry for him. It has been a really fun Friday, though. Thank you to all of our guests here on this Friday. It has been a blast, and we're going to wrap things up with our Gusano's Pizzeria final slice coming up after this.
This is halftime.
Get $1,000 in back-to-school relief right now at Harry Robinson's Saddlesall Ford. It's hot. The kids are back in school. The grass is dry. We can give you $1,000 to get through the hottest time of the year.
Yes, definitely, Tommy. And the beautiful part about that is you don't have to do anything to qualify. Every single customer that comes in and buys a vehicle from Harry Robinson, every single customer qualifies for this rebate, and you can use it in one of two ways. You can either get a check back for $1,000, or we can take an additional $1,000 off of the price of any vehicle we have on the lot, new or used. It does not matter.
So this isn't tied to my credit score.
No, it is not tied to your credit score. You don't have to do anything special to qualify, guys. Every customer that comes in this lot qualifies for this rebate.
And the lot is loaded with over 100 pre-owns and a great selection of brand new Fords. Get back-to-school relief, $1,000 right now at Harry Robinson's Saddlesall Ford, 1 mile south of exit 308 off I-40 in Saddlesall.
Hey everyone, Josh Earnhardt here at AAA Business Systems in Northwest Arkansas. Do you like doing business with local companies? Did you know that AAA Business Systems is one of only a few truly local office technology providers in Northwest Arkansas? Ask your current technology provider where their corporate office is, and let's keep your money in Northwest Arkansas. Buy local, support local. Call us today at 479-442-4185, and remember, anything else is just a copy.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful. Not when you work with Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
Looking for a career with a company built to last? At Forsgren, we've been shaping the future of the River Valley since 1936. Nearly 90 years of excellence, innovation, and family-driven leadership. From sidewalks that still stand today to major infrastructure projects across the region, our legacy is built on quality and community. Apply now at GoForsgren.com. Join the Forsgren legacy, where your work becomes part of something lasting. Forsgren, building the foundation of the River Valley for 4 generations. Apply now at GoForsgren.com.
When it's time to stock the bar, fill the cooler, or grab the perfect bottle, stop by River Point Wine and Spirits. You'll love our clean, organized store, full of all the best liquor, wine, and beer at the right price. At River Point, we're a family-owned business where customer service is always our priority. So come stock up for game night, date night, or the weekend ahead. Your journey, our spirit. River Point Wine and Spirits, Grand Avenue and I-540.
When you need legal help, turn to the law offices of Craig L. Cook. With over 40 years combined experience, the Cook Law Team works for you. If you've been injured in an auto accident, hurt on the job, a victim of nursing home negligence, or need help with bankruptcy, Social Security, wills, trusts, estates, or family law issues, Craig Cook will go to work for you. Call us today, 479-783-8000. The law offices of Craig L. Cook with locations in Arkansas and Oklahoma. We work for working people.
Summer heat is on, but that means fall is not far away. Bow hunters, get into Jelco and check out the new bows, sights, arrows, and releases. Pick up a new back target and get ready for opening day. Saddle equipment and stands are now in stock. The summer sale is still underway with buy one, get one 50% off on select clothing. See the new shipment of local boy and girls clothing that's just arrived. Shop local, shop Jelco Outdoors. Work, fish, hunt. That's what we do. 4600 South Zero in Fort Smith.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
It's in the way she often calls me out. It's in the cut of your pretty gown. Legs and your pantyhose. You look so precious with your bloody nose.
Welcome back into halftime, live from the Crabtree RV Center studios. Crabtree RV Center, where RVing is life.
Welcome back here as we wrap things up on a Friday at halftime. Thanks for joining us and spending your day with us here at Chevrolet of Fayetteville and raising some donations too for the Ronald McDonald House. It has been a great day here on this Friday. So it is time for our Gusano's Pizzeria final slice. And for me, guys, here's the deal. 39 today. I am not 46, regardless of whatever Clay Henry says. But honestly, here's the deal. Aging is beautiful, and I feel better and younger than I ever have here at 39. So I have one more year till I'm 40, and I will cherish it every single day. Every single day you get to wake up and revolve around the sun for 365 days. It is a blessing.
Well, happy birthday, Alyssa. Fun show today. Thank you. My final slice is to Gusano's because since they've been sponsoring us, this is the first time I've had Gusano's final slice. I waited to the last slice to have a slice, and super cool deal we got going on here, trying to raise stuff for the Ronald McDonald's house, and everybody that came out said what's up, and let's go.
Yeah.
Happy weekend, everybody.
That's right. Hey, we wake up tomorrow, and there is only one more Saturday without football in college football. So that is exciting.
Guys, final slice for me real quick. I just can't get over the Aaron Torres quote. Back in the 2010s, I was a big carrot cake guy. That tickled me. I thought that was a very funny quote. Final slice for me today. It's already done.
Fantastic. That's why you the best. That's why you the best of the best.
And happy birthday to you, Miss Orange. Appreciate you.
Thank you. You know, I don't know the last time I've had carrot cake. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't
I
had it
used to
for
go
a
to
while.
J. Alexander's all the time. Just make
Find
a
me
special
some.
trip. So if
Okay.
you ever see a J. Alexander's,
Okay.
get their carrot cake. It's
Okay.
pretty good.
Okay. All right. Well,
At least it
I'll
was in the
have to-
2010s.
Okay.
But I don't know. Yeah.
Nowadays, man, that
I
carrot
don't
cake
know.
went
They might
downhill
have
the
changed
last
the recipe.
16
Yeah.
years. You never
You
know.
know,
I heard
Obama.
it's always about how you how thinly and stuff you shave the carrot. I guess I don't know. We'll see. That is our final slice of the day here on halftime. Please enjoy your day. Happy Friday, everyone. Have a great weekend. And, of course, go check out Gusano's. Go check out their menu at gusanospizza.com. You've got a couple more days to get the August pizza. And it is the barbecue chicken, pizza down there over there at Gusano's. And make sure to check out their happy hour as well, Monday through Friday, 3 to 7. We got Ruskin and Zach on the airwaves for you coming up after this, but thank you for spending your day with us. For Matt and Colton, I'm Alyssa. Have a great one. We'll see you next week.
We all make plans for the future, but car accidents, break-in, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters.